Soulframe. Ooh. Don't want to dox myself. Oh. There's some magic happening. Hello. Okay. I've got an electronic cat. Hope you guys enjoy the cat. Holy Hannah. AI stuff is really good. Cool. Right. One more thing I've got to do. Always one more thing. Always, always. Okay. More things to do. We love them. No. That is not what we need. We need joineries. And lots of them. Doo-doo-doo. Cool. Cool. Standing around is what I do best. Kind of. Alright. Pre-stream work things. No, I don't want to do that. Joinery farm. Okay, doo-doo-doo. There we go. Awesome. Alright. Let's do that. And then that. And then stabilization. Let's have a look. Frame rates. We love those. Okay. Alright. Let's see how you go there. Little thing. Okie dokie. Cool. Alright. Sparrowtails time. And then... ooh, Smoothbitz. And a tree. Rendering. We love it. We love it a lot. Meow, meow. Meow, meow. No, don't get distracted by shiny things. No shiny things today. The only thing shiny that we need is joineries. Wazowski.
Let us not disappoint.
Alright, Lady D.
Me some gruel.
Cool.
What? Am I not a persuasive spy?
What pact have I got on?
Surely you'll manage.
Let's do birds and a Zelda. Ha! That's my favorite. Shield to the face. Yo, that hit is dope. Wow, okay. Alright. Putting a blessed Mora on the Bog and Myrtle was a really good choice. This is awesome. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, we've got souls. Souls. Hello, creep. Neat, neat. Roadrunner. Hello. How you going, Felix? Helix. Felix. Jesus. Oh my god. Do you like my cat? I finally got my own cat, Helix. And it's electronic. And electronic is fun. I've had a bit of fun with the electronic cat thing. I believe I've got like a whole bunch of like point redeems and stuff. Let me know what you think. I called it Meowstar. It sounds like Brian though. Maybe I should call it Brian. What do you think? Brian. No, I like Meowster. I don't know. I haven't completely thought it out. But... oh my god. This is amazing. I put the Blessed Joinery on the Bog and Myrtle. The Hand... sorry, Hand of Mora. Jesus. The Blessed by Mora. I may need to pick your brain on details. Absolutely. More than happy to share, honestly. Let's get you a, like, really cool cat. Or, like, there's, like, a whole bunch of different, like, animals and stuff. But I looked at it and I was like, that's kind of cool. And I've always wanted a cat, like, IRL. Which I do. But it's not my cat. Eh. Two-handed sword swings. Get out of here. Oh no. Bonky lady. Ha 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 ha. Awesome. Alright. Jedi swing. And I missed. Oh well. Give me your soul. Thank you. Look at that. Just disappears into the ether. God. I'm using a Zelda today. I love a Zelda. Oh wow, that guy's still stoned. Level 18 and it's almost dead. That's dope. I need to really start getting used to blocking though. But anyway, it's not a huge mechanic just yet. I think with the update of the... ooh, Feybolt Rusted. I think with the update coming up in September, I'm really keen to see what the combat arts are going to be like. 5 commons each. Banneret Stein. Ugh. Oh, it's the fire lady. Should I fight fire with fire? Nah. Oh my god! Aww. You going to sleep there, Meowster? Okay. Cool. Alright, take my birds. Alright, what's your stag? Oh, wow. Okay, she gets staggered really good. This is dope. Yo. Okay, those arrow AoEs are really good now. How much damage do you take with a headshot? Yo, okay. No, 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 no. No fire. Come on. Oh, good. So when you roll... is she trying to heal? Because she's just standing there. Yeah, she's trying to heal. The heal animation isn't working for her. Eat that, Stein. Alright, I'm gonna get that archer out of the way too. And I'm gonna pick up a baggie. Excuse me. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, so she did re-heal. Cool. How are you this evening, Felix? Is it late there for you? It's 9:30 in the morning here. Ugh. Good timing. Whoa, okay. Wow. Excellent. Wow, the fire effects are really good. Yo, they look so good. Is she trying to heal again? Okay, so the healing effect is working, but it's not showing. I love how she's just standing there like thump, thump, thump. I'm just gonna throw a heal down just in case, because I really don't want to get one-shot by this chick. See ya, Stein. Was reading something. It's not yet 8 PM, but still very light outside. Oh, you mentioned that before, yeah. Oh, sorry. Hang on. I've got to pull up the YouTube chat because the, I felt a little bit like, oops. I did have a few people in YouTube chat, like, trying to talk to me the other day when we were in, stream. And one dude was like, hello, hello, hello. And then he's like, oh, no wonder you're not, like, getting more people to follow. You're not responding to them. And I was like, indeed. So I felt a bit bad. Hello, Gray. How you going? Do you like my new cat? There you go. My cat asks you questions. What do you think? Let me know. I put some, like, points, like, channel points and stuff together as well. I think you can feed him and he can play and whatever. It's really cool. But Helix, yes, I would love to sit and converse about Meowster and the setup for it. It's pretty straightforward. Yes, I got a new kitty. I thought it was like really appropriate considering I call myself SmoothOpurrator, and a lot of people have been like, "You're a Meow Meow streamer." I'm like, "Indeed, I am." So I thought, why not add a cat to the pool of fun? He does get leveled up too, so I think with channel points you can give him food and whatever, and I can change the look of him as well. There's lots of stuff with it, so if you guys are keen to utilize channel points, etc., go ham. Hydrate Meowster? Hell yeah. I wonder, what does it do if it hydrates him? Oh god. The sound, oh my god. Giggles, excuse me. Wow, okay. Depending on what options there are and how much customization, I've been thinking about getting a stream pet. Do it, honestly, it's really fun. Oh my god, we got another level. Excellent. What? Okay. I'm feeling really interactive now with Meowster. That's pretty cool. I think you can set its own like personality like a little bit more or customize it. But I think I'm kind of liking the current one. This is pretty funny. Okay, so I did the 3-star tail. Alright, I'm going to do this 1-star. And then hopefully we get a 3-star. Soulgate. Fast travel when, right? That's actually a really good screen. Oh, damn it. Pull out your weapon. There we go. Screenshot. Treat Meowster. Teehee. Wow. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Well, I like the treat thing. Oh, you know what I've just figured out, though? I do have a little bit of render lag, only probably because I've got the new cat pet. So it may kind of reduce slight stream quality as well. But that's okay. Alright, corrupt enemies, where are you? I'm very pleased that I put the joinery on for the courage on Bog and Metal. It's really good. And it's not even fully leveled yet, so very excited. So Helix, I think I'm a little bit more jelly because you've got like a lot more of the... Oh, wow, that was it? I didn't kill them all. Thanks, Lady D. Can't even pet the kitty. What? I'll have to double check and see if I can... if there is a redeem for that. I don't think there is because I activated all of them. So with the pet, it only needs 1 to kill. Oh, really? Oh. I would prefer it to have... Actually, I'm going to go do the Mendicant King. Mendicant King. Mendicant King. Mendicant King. I always called him the Medicant. And I am enjoying the fact of replaying a Zelda. It's very good. I do enjoy it. Oh, look, we've got a giant Odin Basalcum. Please, wow, its range is stupid. No. Nice try. Come here. Wow, there's a lot of folks here. This is cool. Come to me. And it... I love how it automatically... Oh, God. Okay. Cool. Lucky it's right near my body, though. Treat, treat, treat. Hell yeah. Okay, you've got to force the attack. Got it. Uh-oh. 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 Ah! Healing, healing, healing. Oh, god damn it. There we go. Ugh. Whoa, that was a dodge. Alright, you're taking those Flappy Birds. I'm not going to take your crap anymore into Sulcum. Alright. We will feed you, cat. Don't worry about that. No heals, only death in your future. Oh no, that's the fortune cookie? Most likely. Alright. Ugh. I'm getting my ass kicked. No. There we go. Alright, Archer time. Jesus, these guys are strong. Nope. No bollocks from you. Thank you. Okay, heal. Back in the healing. Back in the healing. Oh my god, what have I done to myself? Holy shiza. Yo. Alright, this is a real party. This is kind of what I came here for. My god, there are a lot of you. I'm gonna see if I can take out this tank, though. Oh god. Maybe not. Come on. There we go. No. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is actually really good. Chosen sub emote. Ooh, kitty. Does it work? How do I play this game? So confusing. Hello, Lord Bipur? Bipu? Are you wanting access to Soulframe, or are you asking how do I like play the game? As in like set up. It doesn't show up. Oh, okay. I'll oh my god, I'm getting my absolute ass kicked. Bear with me on the redeem stuff. I've got to set up a few bits and pieces. I wasn't sure if those particular ones set up. The cat ones definitely do. But I think there's just more set up on Twitch. It was mostly just to test the cat stream stuff. For the moment anyway. I play a bit, it's so confusing. If you want, add me in game. It's the same name, and I can run you through if you want. What character level are you, Lord? Because I could definitely run through some stuff with you as well, just so I can teach you like the ins and outs on like damage output, packs, and sector as well. Indeed, Helix, it's important to test the cat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there are some redeems and stuff, especially more on like the sub-based stuff for Twitch. It may not necessarily be set up correctly. Maze? Lord, just with like messaging about what you need, I'm not sure what maze means, but I'm happy to help you if you want to jump into the game with me as well. It may be a little bit slower on your end though, just because I'm doing a stream as well. But I am definitely happy to help out. Dual streaming? What do you mean by dual streaming? Oh yeah, Grey, I am. Yeah. I'm just doing a solo stream at the moment, but I am multi-streaming. Lord, if you're keen to jump in game, if it's an appropriate time frame for you, I'm, yeah, happy to... Oh my god. I'm happy to jump in and run you through some stuff. You're okay? That's alright. Feel free to ask the questions around it though too. If it's like damage output you're having a little bit of issues with, or is it like the sparrow tails? Or like just the direction of the game, definitely check out your journal, because that will have like your quest fables show up. There are some elements, depending on where you are in your journey though, where it doesn't give you a lot of direction on where to go or what to do. I cannot believe... No, no! There we go. Ah. Gotcha. She was the most painful. Alright. You can take your lightning strikes elsewhere, lady. You're a Warframe player? Okay, cool. So, awesome. That's good to know, because Soulframe is inherently kind of a similar way of Warframe of leveling. So, the more you level your equipment, anything that you get your hands on, your packs, your weapons, your arts, your combat arts, you get points to spend in, say, like the combat arts tree. The virtues, as an example, are what supplementally boost all of your damage output. You kind of feel slow and directions are confusing. Yeah, I can understand that. I'll just jump into the Nightfold and I'll show you through what I mean with what I'm talking about. So, definitely jump into Nightfold. It's always very handy, especially for setup as well. So, what I'm doing, depending on like what starter pack that you've got a Zelda for Spirit. So, having a higher virtue and spirit, the only reason why I've got so many points is because I've gone through and leveled all of these 7 combat arts for all of the different weapon styles. You've got your shield, you've got your short blades, you've got fly blades, you've got the halberd or polearm, the long swords, and then you've got the bows. So you've got 3 bows. I think you've got roughly I think 3 long swords, the Igne Mora, the Vetch, and the Solace one. Solace one is actually quite good, especially for being a spirit-based attunement. And what I mean by that is any of your weapons that you select, say like Igne Mora, you've started off in the Kith of Kings, the Trader Pact. Just kidding, that's just for Helix as well. Yes, whatever you start at in Soulframe is what you get a base virtue increase. So meaning, if you give me an example, which class did you start with? The Pact? Did you start with Siren, Tetherin, or did you start with the Iselda? And then we can walk through that. I think it's Jewel. Sorry, my English isn't my first language. Oh, great, that's all good. Dual or co-streaming, either or. It means the same to me, so I do understand what you meant. Like the dual streaming. Yeah, I'm not dual streaming today, I'm just doing a solo. I just find it a little bit easier. But, Lord, with your starting pact, whichever virtue that you chose first, you get the corresponding pact that starts with it. You already forgot? That's alright. I'll give you my example, because I started off as a spirit user. So, I chose a Zelda, which is this pact over here. And then what that does is opens up the 3 abilities. So, in the same, it's not installed. Oh, okay, got you. With your pact of a Zelda, you get 3 different abilities. So, think about your pact as being like a Warframe. And you only get 3 abilities, not 4. And the more you upgrade or level... Wee. Oh, what do we do? We got like a wee congratulations? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Oh, Helix, thank you. Oh, you're a legend. I'm going to have to resubscribe to yours too, by the way. Homeboys. I love BMO, so I used Adventure Time for the subscription celebratory things. But with the Zelda... you've got different packs, so they're like all of your different Warframes. There's 7 excuse me, there's 7 currently in the game, and there's the 3 base ones. So you've got Siren, which is a attunement to the Grace, which is more of like the virtue of range, so how far you can send your abilities out and how far you can cast. And then Tetherin is more based to your damage output of, say, like melee. Tetherin is a really good pact, but its attunement or virtue is courage. And what the virtues do is the higher amount of points that you put into each virtue, the more damage output you put with whatever weapon that you're choosing to utilize. So, as an example, if I go with a Zelda, I had the Odiak as my starting weapon, and that one is attuned to Spirit, and it's a 2-star attunement. So if you have a look at the attack values on this, it's 68 damage, charged attack does 136, and with the Feybolt Polished, that's one of the new joineries I decided to put onto the Odiak because it gives you consecutive attack damage +4 and its throw distance is +8. So that's an extra amount of range that I get out of Odiak. So I can actually run this through a bit of a run for you to show you what I'm talking about. The more you level your weapon, and once you get it up to level 30, you have more access to more of its abilities, more of the points to spend within your combat arts. And the magic is the combat art that you want to basically put more points into to get the better amount of damage output and abilities to use with any magic weapon. So currently in Soulframe, you've got the Odiak. That was originally one of the starter weapons, but it is now the Gwilyn Staff, which is arcanic damage, which is attuned to spirit as well. So you can see a lot more of the attack value, the more points of spirit that you've got. So with a Zelda, because I've got all of these points spread out, I don't need to necessarily use Grace all that much. That will just increase the value of, say, how far away I can be from an enemy to throw my abilities out, which in this case I don't necessarily use because I want a lot more damage output and I want the longevity or the duration of the spirit to apply my abilities onto enemies. So what that will help do is boost my stoning ability, so the amount of time that enemies get stoned or completely frozen. The Elder Bloom, that will last a lot longer as well, and then the Phantom Flock as well will be able to just last a lot longer. Is that helping you understand a little bit more how the combat arts and the virtues are going through? Meep, meep. So what I'll do, I'll jump in and go through the Odiak or the magic weapons as well. The more you level a particular weapon class within the combat arts, the more availability you get to use points in the skill tree. And the good thing is too, you can actually reset all of your arts and you get all of those points refunded. So I've currently got 10 points of magic to spend within this particular focus school or tree. So Mirror Spell is really good because that's a defensive. If you defend yourself at the right time, it reflects, say, like a magical arrow or the lightning back at an enemy casting it at you. The Grounded is really good. This is very important for this particular setup that I've got. And the joinery that I was mentioning before that I put onto the Odiak, which increases its range +8, and also the consecutive attack damage. It's not a huge increase every single hit tick that you throw at an enemy, but it does ramp up. So if I'm standing still and I'm hitting an enemy and just basically shooting out all of this damage at them, the damage will just increase over time. So Grounded is very useful. I really wish that this got another node updated. Hopefully we do, because the Odiak with Voltaic damage is very effective against, I'm going to say, at least pretty much every single enemy in the game. None of them really like Voltaic damage. Alongside using Odiak, you can supplementally put that with the Ode Tempest pact, and the Voltaic increase is incredible. Hello, Lord. Thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Indeed. Welcome to the chaos. The Scry isn't too bad. It just increases your lock-on range, which is really useful. Coupled Charge, I don't really use that too much. It's more of just like a running heavy attack. But the Smite is really, really good. So if you see a Smite mechanic on any of your weapons or your packs, definitely activate that, because I find Smite mechanic in this game is extremely beneficial, especially when you use your soul mode and you're absorbing the health and the energy color, red, blue, or green. If you've used, say, the green ability of a pact, and you see a smitten enemy and they start glowing, pull their soul out, and that's going to regenerate that ability really, really quickly for you. Smite is on most of your weapon trees as well. But they were all kind of set up in like slightly different ways as well. Having a read through the abilities that you're using is really worthwhile. You can increase your stagger on fully charged heavy attacks, which is really good too. Jolted, that's really nice as well. It's Spectre Strike I don't really use because I don't really perfect dodge, so to speak, just yet. But I can see with the new update that's coming in, with the combat arts that were mentioned through Soulframe, the Soul Shorts that they had, I think, a few days ago, they were mentioning with the combat arts that you get, you can create your own playstyle. So yeah, you're right, Grey, Smite is goated. It's absolutely insane. Especially on a pact like Hand of Mora. It's really difficult to be able to get the Smite mechanic to activate on that pact. It definitely needs a little bit more work on, say, like the Smite or healing capability, but I'll get into that later. This one here. Warding ways isn't too bad, but say, for example, I've only got one more point left, so there's really no other like damage I can really output in this tree because I work all the way through till Smite. That's one of the best mechanics in the game. It's essentially a critical hit, but it's named a Smite. So it's a critical strike to the soul. Smiting enemies exposes the enemy's soul for a short duration. Steal exposed souls to deal massive damage. It can absolutely, hands down, use Smite. There's no way around it. It's really, really useful tool. I think I'll just go for a little bit more of a stagger on the heavy attack as well. So I'll use this as an example to show you what I mean with the virtues and the combat arts and how they link up together with a pact. And okie dokie, meowster meowster. 120, what does that even mean? I just wish Mora would get set on fire with Mora's hand. I agree on that, Grey. I think that's something I put through up on the Smoothbitz shorts on YouTube as well. Are you on Twitch streaming? Yes, I am. Ibrahim Silik, hello, how are you going? Welcome on in. I do have a dual stream going, and I do have like chats up now. There was an issue with the YouTube chat the other day. It wasn't coming through, so it is now. So yeah, I will say hi when I see your message. I just find the stream sometimes takes a little bit to load chats up on screen for me. So we got the 2-star. I'm going to go do the Medicant King as well, so I can showcase a little bit more of the way that the combat arts and the virtue stat spreads work. Bro, your voice is so relaxing, chilling. Thank you. I hope it is. Sometimes it gets a little bit hectic in my brain, and I think I'm probably talking too fast. So if I am, just say slow down. Actually, that's something I'm going to put into the channel points for you guys, so you guys can be like, slow down, bro. Something like that, anyway. We'll see. Oh, we do have an ad break starting. Oh, ad breaks. Unfortunate. Actually, can I test this with you guys as well? Can you guys just chuck a 1 in chat for me if you do have ads, and then a 2 if you don't? Oh, you can finally switch faction? Hell yeah. What faction are you switching to, Grey? Hello, Medicant King. Mine is already over. Oh, do you mean the ads, Grey? This is a good thing. That was 100% the reason why I subbed. Didn't want ads. That's very fair. I can't tell you. Yeah, understandable. I'm pretty confident with the, I'm pretty sure with the, ads, you can... Oh, no, it doesn't block those things anymore. damn it. Oh, damn it. The devs got wise to our magic of blocking his attacks through these. There you go. The consecutive damage for Odiak works really, really well. No. I'm gonna try this. Okay, it still does block them. You've got to be really close to the rock, though. Haha, Medican King. You can't freeze me anymore, but I can freeze you. Well, kind of. Alright, so, to give you guys an idea of how the Odiak with the new joinery works, the favor, if I stand still, you can see those damage tick numbers going up and up. So it goes 30, 50, it's pretty crazy. And I also want the Medican King sword as well. I think it'd be amazing. But yeah, if I stand still, the more damage ticks I throw out, and the more damage he takes. Oh, now he only needs to hit you once with that thing to, yo, okay, wow. No magical Ice King magic sword things. Nice try. There we go. You can take my Flappy Birds. The Courage Virtue being roughly around like level 25 plus, it increases the Phantom Flock's damage output, each peck that they do to an enemy, which is great. I really want that sword. But yeah, Medican King can be a little bit difficult if you don't have the virtue set up in a correct way, with a weapon that is attuned to that virtue. So if you're using, say, like a high spirit, but you're using an attunement-based weapon of courage or grace, it's going to be doing lower damage to him. So if you look at the attunement of your weapon, and you apply a higher virtue status point spread to that particular attunement of virtue, grace, spirit, or courage, then your damage output is going to be increased. It's roughly per point. Some points... Ooh, there's a Medican Stag around here. Wait, Medican Stag, what am I saying? Verdant Stag. Is it here? Where are you? I'm from India, by the way. Oh, nice. Awesome. That's very cool. Kith of Kings, it's my last faction. Yeah, nice. Kith of Kings is not a bad faction. It is good for the Igne Mora and the Hand of Mora to be able to get. If you come across these guys, if you're a low level, they will one-hit you. But another little trick thing is jump in, pick up their lantern stuff, and then run away, because it explodes. You can stone them with the Aselda, and they really do not like voltaic damage as well. Even with a random like joinery on it, or if you don't have a joinery on the Odiak, the voltaic damage still does a ton of damage to those shrimp, so they don't last very long, which is really good. What I'll do... I'm not in battle, what do you mean? Let me go... Oh, here's the stag. Hola, como está? And you're stoned. Okay, so another good example of the spirit duration. This is a boss, so the duration won't last as long on a boss as it does for other enemies in the game. But I mean, damage output is still relatively pretty good. The only unfortunate thing with the Phantom Flock, they don't generally do a lot of higher tick damage. It takes them a little bit of a while to ramp that damage up, but it still will like create quite a good stagger amount of damage on him. And you can see the cream bar underneath his health bar, it goes up and up and up, which is awesome. Unfortunately my aiming is not that great with this one, but you can stagger him eventually, and because he's corrupted, most of the corrupt enemies do not like voltaic damage or arcanic damage. So one of the only other weapons in the game, as far as I'm aware, is the Gwilyn Staff, and that one is the one that does arcanic damage, which is very, very good. Look, you can have your tantrum, but I'm gonna kill you. And that was a nice heavy attack. The AoE bra, so much range. Yeah, I believe it's actually increased the AoE for the Phantom Flock and the Bestone ability as well. I wish this game was more optimized. 45 FPS is all I get. It depends on your setup though, Lord. And what I mean by that, I've had to adjust quite a lot of settings in my game as well. It's utilizing the frame rate of what your monitor has, but then I use the DLSS as well. I can switch it off if I choose to. It doesn't make a huge amount of difference, but it does give me more stable frame rate to a certain degree. It depends on your GPU or your graphics card that you're using. I think I'm using the 4060 in the NVIDIA or NVIDIA. Geometry quality I have high. Shadow quality I completely drop down. I probably would get a little bit more frame rate or higher frame rate if I drop these down to like medium as an example. GPU quality, oh wow, they've got Ludicrous in the game now? Okay. Actually, I want to try that. I do have the anisotropic filtering in as well. I can drop that down to like 4 times if I really want, or I can 2 times, or yeah, just have it completely turned off. It doesn't draw on too much of the resources on my PC, thankfully. The local reflections I've got turned off, dynamic lighting and volumetric lighting. You can turn these off if you want to, but yeah, I mean, the game and the engine at the moment, if you turn those off, like the sky looks really weird. But do keep in mind too, it's still like pre-alpha state in this game, so there's a lot of things that are going to need like testing and balancing and all that sort of jazz. But I'm going to try the texture memories. Actually, no, I will benchmark that and see how that goes. If the if that really affects it that much more. I did on lower setting, 1650 Ti laptop. That could be probably part of the reason why you're getting a little bit more lower FPS. You can still make the game run, that's for sure. I just want to see what my game's like on Ludicrous. And thank you for mentioning the GPU like quality settings and stuff as well. Okay, that's actually not too bad, to be honest. This is good. Alright, where's the 3-star? So far with the explanation of how the combat arts and the virtues are working, just chuck like a 1 in chat if you liked it, 2 if you want more knowledge, or just let me know if you do. I got 119 FPS, quite stable. Yeah, I'm roughly about like 120. But with my streaming and output, I drop it down to 60 FPS. If I go any higher than that, then I just start losing quality, which is unfortunate. But it's also on like the internet stability as well. So resource-wise, I am running, you know, OBS, StreamerBot. I'm playing a game, plus I'm watching chat from like multi-channel platforms. But I mean, you know, everyone uses different platforms, so I try to extend my my fun playtime to all of you guys as well, just by running the 2. But I may eventually switch on to predominantly just doing YouTube purely by itself. Twitch definitely adds a lot of fun to it, for sure, but I'm really liking the capability of YouTube and how they're promoting certain things as well. So I may look at that in eventuating into just purely YouTubing, because it is really, really fun. There's a lot of capability for it, and you know, basically everyone on the planet's got YouTube. Hey, Bambi. Yeah, a lot of pressure on your system. Yeah, it would be. Which, you know, for the most part, it doesn't seem too bad. Let's have a look. I'm just going to run a benchmark. Yeah, the bit rates and stuff are still pretty good, to be honest. Sometimes I'll do like a running benchmark for the, what's it called? Like the stress testing of it as well. And honestly, I am open to like recommendations, feedbacks, etc., especially with how like all the benchmarking and bandwidth and all that sort of stuff works. I've learned a lot of things solo. I've watched a lot of YouTube. You know, there's some really amazing people out on in the world, on the internet, who have very good at figuring stuff out and creating, you know, videos and stuff on it. So I like your my heart. How do you know I'm not an AI? No, I'm kidding. Thank you. That's very lovely. Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate streaming, to be honest. I mean, I've watched so many people do streaming stuff for years, and then I thought, you know what? I really want to get into that. It seems really fun. You get to meet lots of nice new people, and you get to share experiences too. So that's predominantly the why I do it, because I really enjoy it, and I love playing games. But I was also getting like really bored, like playing by myself. So I thought, you know what? Why not turn that into like a streaming platform? And share the experiences with others, because I'm sure you guys have got great experiences too. What did we get? A Rose's Bodkin from a super rare chest? Silly. Yeah, Gray. Jump on in. Hang on. Dog emoji. Interesting. Just with chat and Twitch, I guess, is the sound coming through for the cat being like, hey... You know, is he talking? Can you guys hear him? I may need to alter that if you guys can't. Lord, yeah, it is. It's very satisfying. I sat for it with the idea of streaming for a long time, to be honest. I'm just getting Gray into the instance as well. There we go. Thanks for joining in the game, my friend. I think... Hola. Hola, ¿cómo está? It took me a while to come around to the idea of just getting into streaming and just run with it. I'm not expecting perfection by any means on my behalf. I kind of like being human, and I'm okay with showing cracks, so to speak. You know, nothing is perfect, but you know what? If you can make it work, go for it and have fun. And that's the big why. Especially on my end, I think. You know, building good community, meeting nice people, you know, it's good. And I really appreciate the fact that I can, you know, have you guys jump in game and be like, hey, can I join? Absolutely. I'm a huge believer of, you know, just having fun. Not just fun, but just being a good human. Hello. Oh. Hello. Oh my god, I stoned the lady. That's a bit rude, but I need a screenshot for that. That was awesome, Gray. Nice. Look, she's still stoned. Amazing. That's going to be a clip for sure. That's hilarious. This is actually a really good time to mention. This is what the stoned effect does and looks like, and how long it lasts is based on the amount of spirit attunement virtue that you've got in points. Anything above, I would say, 20 points, these guys stay stoned for quite a considerable amount of time. I can't believe that the lady got stoned. That's hilarious. See, there you go. She lasted pretty much more than a minute. Where the heavier units and bosses, they do not last as long. But let's test this one and see. Okay. Maybe not that one. Gray's on a killing spree, which is totally fine. But that's just to showcase what your duration will do for your abilities and your pact use. I think we've got a 3-star in front of us, I think, Gray. Oh no, that's just a dude. Cool. Also not ignoring you, just working on some art. No, that's all good. You're more than welcome to lurk, Helix. That's not a problem at all. Alright. Well, the Medicate King's done. We've got a 2-star up there. Maybe what we can do is go direct east to the Sedai Stake, Gray, and then we can go up to Fort Kernhold and see what we can obtain from the chests and the enemies there. Oh. Hey, Avocado. What are you selling today? Drax for premium currency. That's extortion if you ask me. I'm sure that'll change in future, though. Funny. if there are any packs that you guys have questions about or want to see, I'm more than happy to switch into them. That's not a problem. I just wanted to show the Aselda as an example. I believe Grey has the Ode Tempest applied at the moment. So what I'll do, I'll just switch to the Gwillin as well, so you can see the difference in the Arcanic and the Voltaic damage against enemies. Yeah, Grey's got the Ode Tempest on, and it just smacks the crap out of all the enemies. Actually, Grey, if you're willing to showcase that as well with the next group that we come across, and then I can just give a little bit of an explanation on why it's probably the best pact that you can get in the game. And to obtain and acquire the Ode Tempest is it's a 4th rank reward from the Kith of Kings or the Silent Rose factions. And to show you guys on the map, the Kith of Kings is just essentially from, say, like Fort Curlau. It's I'm trying to get my bearings, north-south. It's southwest of the Fort Curlau, and almost directly east from Curlau town is the Alka's Children Enclave. That's underneath a big rock formation, but you can drop down through a little hole, or you can find a cave just on the coastline here, just up there, and you can come through this way, and that's where you get to the Alka's Children. You do have to acquire an item which is really, really prominent along the riverbeds here, a River Pearl, and that gives you access to the Alka's Children Enclave, only if you're a Spirit user or a Zelda pact when you first start the game. And I do have a YouTube like series coming through. I've got the part 1 and the part 2 available at the moment on YouTube if you really like to jump in. There are the social links on there. It is explaining like an envoy's journey, so it's going through explaining, okay, this is where we started, this is what you've got to do first. So it's kind of just making your starting part of the journey a little bit easier for you. And then for the third part, or the Siren Pact, that one is the Silent Rose Enclave. You basically need to give like a really drunk lady, I think it's like a cider, and then you gain access to the particular enclave of whichever pact that you choose first. So Silent Rose is your Siren Pact, Aselda is the Alka's Children for Spirit, and the Kith of Kings is the Courage Pact. Tetherin. Really, really traitorous one, by the way. Not my words, someone else's, but that's okay. But if you do want the Ode Tempest Pact, it is really beneficial if you start with a Tetherin or Silent Rose. They are really, really good to do 3-star Sparrowtails, and then you start building reputation with them. And as you rank up, I think it costs around 5,000 standing per rank. If you've got the capability or the strength to, or if you need support to run those tails, just see if you can taxi in with someone as well. The co-op play is not as bad as what it was. It's definitely stabilized a lot more as well. Grey, I've just seen a 3-star Sparrowtail, so I guess we can go do that and see if we can get some joineries as well. Can you talk about Tetherin with a short blade build and what to focus on? Sure. I will just switch to the Tetherin for you, and I will show you how it works. Tetherin is a really good pact, to be honest. It's a courage based, its damage output is really crazy. I do have that one set up. I lie, I do not, so I will swap to that now. Where are we? So we've got Tetherin. So with the Tetherin pact, I've already ranked it up to level 30. The Fellist is, I'm not really sure what the Fellist is. It's just basically boosting your consecutive melee strikes, dealing a cumulative damage. So once you activate this, it lasts for a certain amount of hits rather than being at a timed-based ability, which is something I quite like. I hope that increases to, say, like 5 different hits, and then it drops down. And then Call of the Ancients. This one's pretty cool. You just pop that. You increase your damage, you increase your defense, and it also attracts the attention. So if you're near a whole group of enemies, it'll basically be like, hey, I'm here, come attack me, and they will. And then Clash. These basically stagger and stun with a shockwave, but they do have to be quite close to you, the enemies attacking you. And then this is the skill tree that I've come up with Tetherin. Conqueror is really, really nice. When you first start out, you won't have as many points, but as you level, you start off with the Fellest, and you'll level relatively pretty quickly with Tetherin because it's built really well to be more of like a melee-focused pact as well, so it's really, really fun. The Conqueror is really nice. You do absorb small amounts of life from enemies. I don't really see how effective that is in my eyes at the moment, from what I've seen and what I've tested. I do say that when building into the tree, I would definitely go and move towards a kin. This one essentially restores and regenerates your arcanic powers more effectively and more quickly. It doesn't take that many points to get there, so I can reset. It's not going to be a problem. You've just got to click and hold each node that you want. So what I would do, I would definitely go for a kin first, because you want to be able to use your abilities a lot more all the time. And it's really useful on most of the packs that do have a kin, which I'm pretty confident most of them do. And then you can start filling out the extra bits and pieces that are utility-based more on the pact as well. Low life, when you're at low life with Tetherin, you affect more damage, which is great. So Last Stand is very, very useful, especially with a kin and ability use. Now, you don't have to do a full loadout with Conqueror if you don't want to. You do have, for the most packs, they all have Everbound, which is the very far top pathway in the pact. You can maximize that out for more maximum life increase. And the way that you see that is over here. So at the moment, I've got life 340 plus 80. It's Warrior of Mora. It's pretty cool. This is the setup that I've got for the Tetherin Pact. So I've got the least amount in Grace because it's not really a range-based focused pact. So there's no point really having any Grace in there, for range at least. And then Spirit, I can put a little bit more into the Spirit tree as well. So at least if it's like 10, I can use, say, like Solace, which is a Spirit-attuned longsword, and it does a pretty decent amount of damage at 79 points. So even like the Wulda, like that actually does more damage than a 2-star attuned. That was originally Courage. It's been changed. Let's go Vetch. Vetch does 105 damage per hit, and Wulda is the starting weapon for the Courage Pact, Tetherin, and the Kith of Kings. It's pretty decent for a long blade. So I'll chuck Vetch on as well. And then with short blades, I think you were mentioning as well, I have gone through and put a Blessed of Mora joinery. It's the Gildor, to change the attunement of the Royal Tines, which are a short blade. Originally, they are a spirit-based attunement weapon, but I've switched that with the Courage joinery to make that a Courage-based weapon now. So 84 is your base damage, and your charge attack is pretty strong. And then if you look at the Smite, it's 9 in 100 hits. But what I've been finding with most of the Smite weapons, if they have, say, like 9 in 100, the Royal Tines are really, really good to obtain Smite. The Unsula, they're much easier to obtain. They're way more common to obtain the fragments. But the Rift 2 are also very easy to acquire. And these actually throw out quite a lot of Smite, and very consistently, I have to admit that. 7 in 100 is quite high for your Smite chance, but this one has a slightly higher Smite chance, so that's why I decided to switch the attunement of this weapon over. So I'll showcase these with the Tetherin, and we will go and kill some stuff. And thanks for your patience on this one, Grey, as well. It's just fun explaining a few bits and pieces as well. I will absolutely lay claim to calling anyone in a Kith of Kings traitor. That's fair. I think if... maybe give a little bit of an explanation as to why you call him a traitor as well. Helix as well. I think if you guys haven't followed Helix, by the way, she'll say something other, but I don't. I think you need to follow her if you're not. She's an amazing Soulframe streamer as well, and we've done some co-streams together, so we are looking at do more in the future. We just generally jump in and just talk everything Soulframe as well. She's got a ton of knowledge. So from what you guys can see on the smite mechanic as well, both of those enemies just got smitten, and this one did too. So when you light an enemy up like that, and then you use your soul mode, just tap the button of whatever you've set it to, you can absorb the enemy soul. So every single one of those enemies just had a smite happen, which is awesome. And for anyone wondering how you get the Twin Tines blades, you've got to go through and do the Corrupted Stag quest for Garen Rude, and you do acquire them, but you've got to have the correct amount of materials to be able to create them, and you've also got to have Tubal-Cain, the blacksmith of the game as well, which I believe over near Oru's well, I believe it's over here in this pit where you'll find her helm. But you do have to go through the fables sequentially, meaning you've got to do the Tormented Stag first and finish that. And then each time you jump into your Nightfold, you generally will get like a new fable update to let you know what you need to be doing and where you need to go next. But to showcase what the Fellist does, this is the first ability. It lights your weapons up and it gives you like a red glow. So they're pretty damn strong. Like, that guy's pretty much dead. And you can also melee hit people as well. But yeah, I got a smite on that dude, but he's dead. So the Fellist does last quite a bit. And then you do have your secondary blades. So I've got the Pricklies on at the moment. And these guys are really, really strong too. And I love the Fellist mechanic on these ones as well. So I'll showcase these if they want to target the actual enemy, not a goddamn box. And if you want, you can boost your damage upward as well and just pop your 2. Granted, Grey is helping quite a bit with his damage as well, but these twin blades do a lot of damage as well. Where are we going? We've got the chest, probably over at that tower, and then we've got the banneret coming through as well. Platinum and Kids, hello, what's going on? You're taking notes? Nice. Good night, bro. See you later. It was really nice to meet you. I had quite fun on your stream. Lots of love. Keep it up. Will do, Lord. Thank you very much. Hope you have a good sleep. The fly blades too, if you hold down like your heavy attack as well, they do create a radius. The fly blades will fly around you in a circle. They're a little bit harder to see if you're not in game with someone, but they do kind of like a whirlwind spinny kind of attack move. I don't know if you guys can see that too well, but the more you have them flying around you and the more they hit an enemy, the more chance you have to smite an enemy as well. So the Flyblade tree does have the smite build into it as well, but I'll just quickly show you guys as well. It's easy to show rather than talk about it and not show it at all. I'm going for the Tetherin Fellist and Last Stand art using Flyblades to smite and have a lot of AS and full damage at amp. Absolutely, yeah. Abdul Rahman, hello, how are you? What's going on? Are you guys all playing Soulframe, or are some of you still waiting for keys? Or let me know how you guys are going with Soulframe. It's a really good game. Oh yay, I don't know who you are. And Spooky Undersword Josh is not a real thing, so oops, you need to be removed. Now, let's have a look. So Precles is a courage achievement, so that works really well with Tetherin. I have put the Quicksilver Tempered Joinery onto it, so with the weapon charge rate, it does pop its moves a lot quicker, which is nice. And then with the combat arts of your short blade, jumping into there, it does have the smite there as well. I haven't maxed it out though, so maybe I might actually twist this a little bit more. But we've got the increased chance of smite orbiting floor blade of the fly blades, which is good. So I might even do that and switch that into and add that and that together. I do have the oiled scabbard done and throwing the fly blades further. That is for range, but I don't really think that's super necessary. Increased projectile speed is definitely useful for the wind's favor. So what I might do is respec this slightly as well. So I'll increase the smite because everyone loves smite. It's extremely effective against enemies as well. With a lot of the lower nodes in the tree, the Spectre Strikes, I don't really use perfect damage, dodging and all that sort of stuff. And ripostes, that's more of like a melee attunement, so I don't really bother with that because this is a different weapon away from, say, like the melee. It may be different later, but Spectre Strikes, most of the lower parts of the tree, I don't really look at. Perfect Throw, yeah, I mean, I could do that as well. But the Twist of Luck, the increased chance of smite on orbiting fly blades is way more enticing to me because the more enemies you hit, the better smite chance you'll get. But at the moment, because there's only 2 fly blades in the game, the trees don't necessarily have enough points to be able to put into the tree, which kind of sucks. So I might just do release your weapon at the right time for maximum damage. That to me is probably more based on the circular throw, heavy motion of the fly blades. So we'll give that a whirl for the Precles. I'm pretty sure I've got on. And then the Skelter is really, really nice as well. I am looking at changing the achievement from Grace to Courage as well because they're a 2-star. But the Precles, even though that they're a 1-star, their smite mechanic, 2 in 25, is still quite high, which is good. But then this one also has 7 in 100. So I'm kind of torn between which flyblade I'd like using more. I do like the Skilter, and because it's more of an achievement 2-star, I'm definitely willing to jump in and change that to Courage at least. And at least test it that way as well, because Courage is a very effective virtue at this stage of the game, but that probably may change over time. Let's have a look. We've got to go find that chest, I think, which I believe is just up here. Flyblades do a lot of good smite. Yeah, they definitely do, Grey. Absolutely. The Precles is ridiculous for it. But the Skilter are really, really nice too. Now, have we got that chest? No, we haven't. Maybe it's down here. Yep. No. No, it's not. Oh, Chesty. Where are you hiding? I throw them. I don't play hard attack Flyblade. That's fair enough, yeah. I'm playing now. Oh, you're playing now, Abdul? Cool. Nice. I'm going for the Tetherin, Fellest, and Last Stand art. Nice. Awesome. It's good to build up smite if they orbit around you while using other weapons. Yeah, it's very effective with the, with, like, the, magic builds as well. Now, I need to go find this chest, and it doesn't seem to be around here. But we'll find it. That's all good. I fat-fingered my ability. Trust me, I do that a lot. Sometimes, like, I'll accidentally press, like, Nightfold when I'm trying to do something completely different, and then it's like, oh, I've got to run back again. That was something I continuously was doing when I first started Soulframe, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I should probably change the keybinds, and I've done a pretty good setup. Where's the chest? Have we unlocked that? Because it's showing the banneret now. Maybe it has opened and maybe it's just not showing that it's been completed. That's right there. But yeah, the fly blades are really effective against most enemies. And the circular, like, washing machine move that they do, just spinning around you, is really nice. Alright. Where is this Benorat? There you are. Wait, no, that's not you. And they're really fun just to be able to throw at, like, very low levels. You just pick them off, not a problem. And the flame ladies. Those enemies carrying the torches, if you've got the Hand of Mora, they can be very useful if they set you on fire. As far as I'm aware, with the Hand of Mora, you've got to be on fire somehow to increase your damage output. Which is kind of ironic, because we've got no way of setting ourselves on fire with the Hand of Mora at the moment. I'm surprised that they, the first ability, the Ignis Wrath, the really big flame AoE, that's your very first ability, and it's super huge. And it just grows over time. So once you build your bond up with it, and get to level 30, you've got a ton of flames coming out. But it's an interesting pact. That's something I probably could showcase to you guys as well. Is this in the Undercity? No, in the Glades. Okay, I'm running away. Sorry, Grey. Thanks for your patience on running around doing a run. You're finishing things really quickly, and then I'm just kind of hanging out and chatting away. Multitasking, you know? It's pretty big on the screen. Yeah, you're right. I'm almost there. You were always like 2 steps ahead of me anyway. Cool. Nice. Alright. Glade time. We do enjoy the Glade. The Glades are really fun. I'm kind of hoping that we may get the access to the Endless Glade, just so we can show anyone, if you guys aren't aware of it. The, I wonder if you're here. Oh, yeah. The Bannerat's over the west way. Here, Grey. He's just walking around with his birds.
Next kill takes the lot.
Gruel. Oh, look, there's a paperwork lady. There's 2 of them. Oh, no. They're just not loggers. Yo, there we go. You can increase the range on the AoE for the third ability for Tetherin. But the good thing is, as well, Grey's got the Ode Tempest pact available to him, so he's using the AoE, and he's also using the shield, the Astrosphere, and that's its first ability. Yo. Aww. If you guys feel like treating Meowster, the little digital cat that I've got some channel points if you want to play with the little cat. He's brand new. I adopted him yesterday. Alright, squirrel. See you later. Ooh, we got the rook. No way. Okay, so the fragments drop from 3-star Glade areas as well. But it's got to be done through the Sparrowtails, I assume, as well. Yo, Stithy Wicks. Wow, that's a rarity. I might actually just switch to the Hand of Mora, because I want to see if there's any other micro changes that have happened with it. But overall, with the Tetherin pact, you can't go wrong with it, to be honest. It's a really, really good pact. It's very strong. It's one of the best starters as well. Garen Rude is pretty good too. But I just want to play a little bit more with the Hand of Mora. It's a very, very good pact. And because I've got the Virtue attunement stronger in Spirit and Courage, its output's pretty good. I don't mind the second ability on it, like the Flame Heart, but for leveling the pact, it's a little bit janky. Like, I would have thought maybe apply this first, because it seems to do this flame AoE, which is very useful. And I think the pact, the way that it's set up at the moment, like its third ability is this single target flame hit, and those ticks don't really do that much. But the good thing with this particular pact, though, is you can actually stare at an enemy and you can force aim at them. It takes about 10 seconds for them to ignite, but they do ignite. So we'll just wait for him to burst into flames. So this is how we can apply flame damage to enemies as well. It just takes a while to... There you go. It does activate, but it takes, yeah, quite a while. I don't know if there's a way to increase or decrease the time for that to be applied, but that wasn't working previously on Hand of Mora, and the good thing is the guys at DE, when they did the Soul Stream, they did mention that the Hand of Mora pact is going to be getting a look at, which is great to hear. But Gray, can you just throw the Ode Tempest Flame Ball at me, the first ability? Just so we can show something. Throw your fire at me. Come on, bring it on. Flame Ball me. Pretty please. Yeah, see that ability there, I think should be... Thank you for showing that. I think that ability from the Ode Tempest should be a replacement for this one. It's not as effective as a single AoE hit, and then with the first ability, like, this is just crazy. This should be the third ability, so that's just my feedback on Hand of Mora. It looks absolutely insane. Like, being able to become a Fire Lord, I think is absolutely great, but I think the second ability, this Flame Heart, that should be its very first ability, and then the Bowling Ball Fireball that Gray just showed on the Ode Tempest should be the second, and then the last ability should be this one, as it's like ultimate, I think. I think that sort of setup for that pact would just work really, really well. If you guys have got any ideas on that, that'd be awesome. Oh, no problem. Yeah, delay on your end is understandable, because, yeah, I think if I'm streaming and playing games and stuff too, it's probably going to be a little bit delayed anyway. I think I've got to remember too, there is going to be a delay on your guys' end anyway, because I'm streaming technically about 5 seconds ahead of what you guys are seeing anyway. But yeah, I mean, as far as the Hand of Mora goes, it's not too bad. But there have been talks about the pact being adjusted. But yeah, that ability that Gray just used there is totally, I think, relevant to the Hand of Mora setup kit. So I think, yeah, as far as the current setup of it, it is just what it is at the moment. And even having the Hand of Mora pact and then applying the Igne Mora longsword as your weapon of choice, I think should give you a timed ability that we get with Fenjatar. When you first meet him, you get to pull out this beautiful animation of being a fire king and swinging the hand of the Igne Mora around, and you've got this big, beautiful flame sword. I think that'd be a really cool effect to obtain once you have the Hand of Mora and the Igne Mora together. I feel those two could work really well together to just give you that whole thematic of I'm an absolute flame lord as well. But yeah, I'll see if this chick can light me up. Nope, she did. Oh, nice. I've got a smite. Thank you very much. Nice. These guys throwing out lightning get the storm magic things now too. That's pretty cool. Nah, somehow my Twitch gets more delay when playing Soulframe. Don't have a problem with other games. Interesting. It could be Twitch has been having a little bit of a funk, I think, because there's directory drops at the moment. If there's any games that you guys are into, I'm pretty sure the directory has got like a whole bunch of games doing drops and stuff this weekend. Twitch is pretty like busy this weekend as well, so I would assume that's probably part of the delay. Ooh, Gathanen. We do likey. That's another weapon I'm going to be switching over to the Courage achievement as well. I think that'd be really fun to utilize that. The polearms are pretty good weapons, to be honest, but the Gathanen is just really fun. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Soulframe. If anyone else wants to join in, maybe we can do a benchmark test and really put my system to the test of see how many players can be in at once. Ooh, we got another chest. Vidigris. That's a pretty good secondary dagger. I'm pretty sure that one's a 2-star spirit, I'm pretty sure. Excuse-moi. Anti-flame. Is there a chest here? There is not. Okay. Hello, friends. I'm going to set you on fire. Yeah, that flame AoE, though. Really good. And the flame ticks from the Hand of Mora is a lot better than what it was. So you can definitely see that they're putting a little bit more work into it over at Soulframe. Just getting these guys to throw out their effects a little bit more. So once this guy... Oh, he did. Okay. I wonder how much damage this lightning trap does. It still does like 1 tick per second. I'm okay with that to stay that way, personally. It'll be annoying once the voltaic traps that the enemies use on you increase in damage, that's for sure. Going strong with a 400 ping. Ooh. Yeah, that's going to happen. I think I'm looking at getting a different internet provider Grey as well, so I think eventually I'll have, like, hopefully a couple of hundred download, a couple of hundred upload, hopefully. But I've just got to find the right provider and someone who's not going to charge me like a stupid amount. Ooh, this is good to see. I just want to see if this... There we go. Yeah, the flame ticks work really well. So, about 10 seconds if you've got the Hand of Mora. I may play around with the... Actually, I want to test something. I'll be right back, Grey. I just want to see what the spirit will do instead of the courage attunement. So if I drop that down, I'll drop that to 10 at least. I'll boost grace, but then I'm going to chuck everything else into spirit. I just want to test if giving more spirit to the Hand of Mora applies the flame application from the stair. I'm just going to use it on this heavy unit Grey. Like, you can take any of the other guys down. I just want to try it. So if you just stand and stare at these dudes, it's okay. It still takes around the same time to apply. I don't know if it restarts, though, if you look away from them. So that's doing about 5 ticks a hit. Yeah, okay. It does kind of go up a little bit. So maximum it's doing about 20 damage per tick, from what I can see. 25. Okay. So it does increase over time. So let's see what we can do with the big boy over here. There we go. Alright, flame ticks are applied. So that's doing 5 damage, 5 damage, 5 damage, 5, 10. Okay, 10, 9, 13, 13. Okay. So it does apply less damage to the big units. But you can reapply, like, the flame stare, basically. And see if the, having the second ability increases that. Not really. Okay. I mean, I guess to end an enemy, though, it does work pretty well. And that was pretty quick, so maybe it does get affected by the proximity of the enemy being close to you or not. Just stare at people and burn. And they can block it too. That's pretty good. Alright, so it does take a little bit of while to apply. So it might be dependent on how close you are as well. This is one of my favorite-ish packs. It's not the best synergy pact, the Ode Tempest is definitely one of the best in the game. Just the way that it operates and does damage. But this one isn't too bad. I mean, how often do you want to run around and just stare at an enemy to set them on fire? Alright, that's not too shabby. But I don't think it really... Yeah, I don't think the duration or having more spirit really does much of an effect on the application of... I can't remember the node's name. Let's have a look. Upgrade. Smolder. Targeted enemies heats up under your gaze, taking increased fire damage till they burst into flame. So that's the ability that I've maxed out. And I thought the more points that I put into it, the more, or like the faster it would turn them into fire. And then the Hungry Flame, I've got that one maxed, but from my understanding of the description, is taking fire damage increases weapon damage. What have you guys found with that one? Is it if we're under fire, or the enemy is on fire, increases weapon damage taken? I'm really curious about that one, because I want to know if we have to be on fire, then how do we set ourselves on fire if we don't have an ability that allows us to be, like, inflamed, basically? So, even setting ourselves on fire with, like, Ignis Wrath, sorry, would probably be an effective way. So, instead of just applying the flame AoE just to the ground itself and then spreading out and hitting enemies, I think it would be good if it set us on fire in its entirety and everything else around us, so it's still applying damage, but then we could even chuck our 2 on to give us a defensive against the flame, and then the third ability, as I say, Ode Tempest, I still think should replace the Inferno, or at least have a look at this particular arc of Inferno. Like, it's more of a fireball, and Ignis Wrath is more of an Inferno, if you ask me. So even just switching the ability over to this, the Inferno, I think would be useful. And then you can still keep that symbol, but then just add the Ode Tempest Flame Rolly Ball to this ability slot. And I think that would actually fix a lot of issues. There's torches and things you can set yourself on fire on. Yeah, that's true. I still think that's a bit of a, like, roundabout way, though, at the moment anyway, to be able to set yourself on fire. I mean, do you really want to go, like, find a flame and be like, oh, let's go stand in that, set myself on fire, and then you start using Hand of Mora, you know? That's kind of where I'm at with this this pact at the moment. I still like it, but yeah, it's a bit of a, yeah, kind of a really roundabout way of getting it to work properly, where the Ode Tempest is just freaking amazing. The atmosphere is awesome. The shield is just ridiculously strong. And then the Astrosphere AoE that you've been using is incredible. But the Sizemore, I really think that this should be put onto the Hand of Mora. It raises the earth with a rolling ball of destruction. To me, that just makes sense to be putting onto the Hand of Mora, straight up. Or changing, like, the name. I know it's, like, small details, but I think it just makes it a thematic change to both of these packs. I think chucking that Sizemore onto the Hand of Mora, or Mora's hand, would just make a lot of sense within its kit style. And then I'm not sure, like, maybe you could turn that into, like, a blinding lightning bolt or something like that. Ode Tempest is broken, I agree. I just activate my things and stand that. Yeah, it's, like, absolutely stupid the way that it works. Actually, you know what I was thinking? Let's go play with the, I just want to put, this is more of like the Tetherin pact, so I'll just recharge these a bit. I'll get that to at least above 20. 15, yeah, I'll leave that for now. I'll just put a little bit of range on that one. And then swap this to the, maybe I can even use Garen Rude. Nah, I'll chuck on the Tempest pact. And then we can be twinsies. We're quite near... Let's go to the fort there, Grey. It's not too far away. And then we can just go Ode Tempest the crap out of all the enemies there. Do packs' hands look change as you rank them up? I think so. I think with the... especially with the Zelda, I did note that the feathers seem to grow slightly larger the more levels I obtained with it. I could be wrong on that, but it seemed like it looked like a change. So it was kind of like the pact was growing as you were. So the more bond that you obtained while leveling it, Abdul, was, yeah, it did seem to change a bit. I could be wrong, but it's been a while since I started using it, but this is the Ode Tempest. It's just stupid. Like, just stand there and just let these guys, like, hit each other through the reflected damage. It's just amazing. I love this weapon. Well, the Oranumber, but the pact itself is just crazy good. Like, zero effort, basically. And I'm assuming most gamers are like, we need to do the most effective thing in the laziest way possible. And this pact definitely covers a lot of those areas for us, which is great. But yeah, the bowling ball, I just think, yeah, chuck that onto Hand of Mora. See, like, it's just so good. And then even just chucking this AoE down, if you had Odiak on, it increases the voltaic damage. So it's got a really good synergy with the Odiak gauntlets as well, which I probably could chuck on, but I'll just level up the Oranumber as well. If there's any weapons that you guys want me to see, if you want to see showcase, just chuck it in chat and I can switch to them. And we do have an ad break in 1 minute, or it's maybe even started and I just didn't even notice. There we go. Ad break has started. Unfortunate, but there we go. Look at that. 2 astrospheres. Stupid. Thank you, Meowster. That's a lovely announcement. I'm glad it lets me know when the ads are starting. Because I just get like those little notifications being like, ad break. It's like, oh great, more advertising. See, there you go. The Rift 2 is really, really prominent in the fragment drops. You get tons of them, so... And they are quite a good secondary as well. And I do like the fact that these guys have axes, so I am kind of hoping that we get like an axe and a hammer added to the game. And even that big sword that this dude's using, like a double-handed large sword, would be really nice. I don't think that they would give us something like the bonky stick, but who knows. I kind of hope that we do get it, because that big bonk stick is like vicious looking. And if we get the ability to craft the sinecure weapons, like all of them, I think I'd be open to that for sure. Because we've got the Blitzel bow, but like this sword and shield, sorry, the hammer and shield, I think that would be really nice as well. See, look at that. Just bouncing like voltaic damage back at things. And it doesn't even really do much to us. Maybe like a tick a second, but not very good. Sweet. Take my shield. Oh. It's nice to see the angle of the shield when thrown. Definitely changes quite a bit. I want a power-up arrow thing like this. If we can switch between, say, like the bow hail and like a magic arrow, please, it would be awesome to have that with the bows. Come on, do it again. And just knock, like, a little bit more of, like, a heavy magic attack. And with a knocked arrow, I think would be really, really nice. I'm just going to see if I can get him to do it again. Come on. Knock your arrow. Nope. I want the magic one. Come on. There we go. Like, yeah, blessing an arrow and then doing that. That'd be dope. Just with, like, maybe, like, voltaic damage. That'd be really fun, to be honest. Especially if you got, like, this AoE setup. And then they do the magic blessed arrow or whatever. I think that'd be really, really nice. Would you mind if I join a rank up weapons with you guys? Yeah, sure. Just jump into... you can add me through Soulframe if you like, Abdul. It's the same in-game name as the stream as well, SmoothOpurrator. Originally I got that name inspired by the song by Sadie. But the concept around it was based off Warframe as well, because I really like the fact that Ordis called us Operator, and I thought, oh, what kind of name can I create with that? And I came up with the SmoothOpurrator, but different spelling. But yeah, it seems to have stuck and resonated with people as well. I've jumped into other streamers' chats and they're like, dude, SmoothOpurrator. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Meow meow. I also chuck out a lot of meows. But yeah, feel free to add me in Soulframe if you guys want, and if you want, we can always do a bit of a run, even if I'm not on stream, which is more and more rare these days. I think every day this week I've done at least a stream or two. I am just trying to find a like healthy time slot for when you guys are hanging out and wanting to play game as well. So I do have a few of my I guess smoothies who hang out on the regular. Some of them do have different kind of sleep schedules and stuff, which I understand as well. There's definitely days and times where sometimes it's like, I don't feel like sleeping, what can I do? But I'm definitely conscious of the health of mindset as well, and screen time as well. What have I got? Generally I'll do, say, like a roughly around a 2-hour stream. And the reason being is because it's just kind of giving myself a bit of time for, you know, rest, mind recharge, and a little bit less screen time, but still satiating the fact that I do enjoy doing a bit of a game stream as well. I kind of like the fact that the Ode Tempest, the second ability, electrifies or seems to speed up the animals as well. It's like they're battery operated. That's too good. Battery operated pats. Why not? Alright. So, alright. Maybe what we can do, Grey, is jump and do that Silent Rosedale. I've got the... Alright. You've got me in game? Cool. Lost Saint. That's a cool name. I like. Alright. I'll just bring you in as well. And then maybe what we can do is do the 3-star, but then the Glade isn't too far from here, so perhaps we can go do a leveling Glade if you guys feel like it. Just let me know in chat if you want to, and we can go from there. And then I think because I'm host as well, I'll probably run the stream for about like another half hour, just to give you guys a time frame. Hola, ¿cómo está? Hello, welcome. I like the suit. That's dope. I like that coloration as well. And that's the cuirass for Orangol as well. That's really nice. I like that. Look at that. Grey, come stand on the hill. Let's do a group family shot. Hang on, I'll get you guys in the there we go. And then Lord Saint, do you want to come up to my right a little bit, but then like face, yeah, there we go. Hang on. Got that there. We're gonna get the bros happening here. For a screenshot. I'll chuck this into the Discord for you guys too if you want to join. Awesome. So I just got 3. Awesome. You guys are dope. That's sweet. I'll chuck that onto a YouTube video. Friends with friends. I'm not really sure what I'll call it just yet, but yeah, I'll definitely be utilizing that and I'll do it in Discord after stream, though. Oh, God. An Ode Tempest. Jesus Christ. Ah! A good thing about the Ode Tempest, though, is if you've got a really good pact on, or a really good melee, you can get in really close in between its front legs and just mitigate its cannonball bollocks that it does. But they're a really annoying enemy. Kind of fun. But the Odiak as well, it's very weak against the Odiak's electric damage, or Voltaic. So, yeah, if you like the Odiak gauntlets, they're very, very nice. Very effective against 90% of the enemies. Even the corrupt, like the mockery enemies, they take their health down pretty quickly. And there's a chest just over here as well if you guys need. And then we'll start up this tier 3, and then we'll hopefully find the Glade, the endless Glade, so we can get Lord's weapons and packs leveled as well. Whoops. I did not want to do that. There we go.
You know what to do.
Alright, so we got the enemies. We'll go chuck those. If you guys feel like, just in squad, Grey and Lord, if you can give me a little bit of feedback just on your ping as well. Just to, like, letting me know if it's stable-ish enough. Reason I ask is because Soulframe does like feedback. The Discord that they have is full, I think, of the feedback or bugs that they've got at the moment. I'm aware of that, but I think just to have like a live feed, basically, of the what have we got? So we got the Garen Shrine. Oh, good call. 400 ping. Okay, is that manageable for you though, Grey? Reason I'm asking is because it just seems like the update of the ping, etc., is good. 400, but it's good. Okay, awesome. Thanks, guys. The reason why I ask is because I tag DE and Soulframe to all of the shorts that I do. Not just for like the social, like, expansion kind of stuff and sharing stuff, but it's to give them like a visual of like what's going on in the game. And it's in short form content, so they can essentially see what like I'm experiencing as a player, and it gets to kind of share quick, easy knowledge for them. Bit laggy? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that does happen a little bit. I think it's a bit more difficult when you're not the host of the game, and I guess because we're in such different locations in the world, me being in Australia, I'm very far away from everyone. Hence why I stream, because I have no friends in Australia. I'm totally joking. I do. But I really enjoy being able to extend the social reach, I guess, globally as well. So another reason why I got into like doing like the soul shorts and stuff. They're not beautiful and pretty, I know that. But if it provides at least a little bit of information and entertainment for you guys, that's... that's pretty much the why on that. But definitely enjoy it, that's for sure. Oh, Egypt, nice. That's very cool. Wow. My dad went to Egypt. Gosh, it was a while ago. And I think he learned a little bit of Egyptian as well. It's a beautiful language as well. It's nice to know where you guys are from too, so feel free to share locations. And even like a highlight, you know, something that you may do daily may be like a really cool highlight for someone else. I guess being from Australia, I've been born here, but my background is Polish. So if there's any other Poles in the chat, cześć, yaksimash. I'm not very fluent in Polish, but I know a little bit, and I know a little bit more Russian actually. My best friend's Russian, and yeah. Locations and language, culture, that's a massive thing I love, because there's all sorts of different people in the world, and that's the one thing, or one of the things I think is one of my favorite things, is that you get to share those like just little tidbits, and just being proud of where you're from, or you know, a custom that you have that, you know, like good food or like practices and things like that. I'm a big advocate for, yeah, just sharing experiences and having a chat and creating a healthy economy for everyone to share something about themselves as well. Alright, Panctamoon. This guy. Yes, yes. Alright, you can just beat each other up now. This is a perfect opportunity to showcase the Ode Tempest and the usefulness of it. It's absolutely insane. Nice, you got the Tetherin pact on there, Lord. That's nice. Tetherin's really, really good. And look at that. We've done barely anything to him, and he's just basically neutralized. Look at that. Hopefully we get a blessed joinery. I'm hoping. Crossing my fingers and toes. Maybe not. Oh, we got the rusted. That's not too bad. Okay. But yeah, we can jump down into the endless glade if you guys want, and see if we can do a glade run. But there's some guys down the end of the hill here, so let's take care of them. Thank you, Mouster. That's nice that you're excited to be here in chat with everyone, you virtual cat. It's a brand new digital pet that I thought, you know what? I'm going to add something that's a little bit more fun to chat. There are some redeems that I did note before. I do need to set up a little bit more for those of you guys who are in Twitch. But there are some like channel points and stuff you can use to play with Meowster if you want to see like a digital cat grow. I think it gives it more capability to just level up, and it changes color, and there's certain points and stuff that you can change as well, or just points to use so I can upgrade it over time if you want to. So if you like playing with the digital kitties or AI and hearing the AI voice Brian talking, go ham if you want. Let's have a look. I need to see if I can change my faction because I'm maxed Flame King. Okay. Well, as an option, have you done the Silent Rose Enclave? We can head there. And I would recommend going there too. And then with the new update, it seems like it's going to be more corrupted enemies, which are more like Alka's Children based. So it could be a good opportunity to go and do Silent Rose. Because I think I'm maxed with them, to be honest. I think I'm maxed with all the factions. I don't have lag. Okay, that's good. Thank you for the feedback on the ping as well. Yeah, okay. Lost Saint. I will have to tweak that into my brain. I called you Lord. I mean, you can be a Lord if you wish to. But I want to get your name right. So Lost Saint. I like that. Very cool. It's my last one to max. Oh, okay, great. Awesome. Dope. Yeah, let's do that. Silent Rose it is. And we go get to visit Lady D. And if anyone else in chat is wanting to jump in game as well, just chuck your in-game name in chat for me, and we can do a rotation as well. I'm thinking what I might do for future is set up like a queuing system, so you can like use like a channel point, like 10 points or something, like 0 points even, just to jump into a queue, just so we can make it a nice little fairness kind of gameplay queue, because I do like playing with other viewers as well. It just makes it more interesting, and it helps you guys out if you need the help. So, alright, where are we at? Silent Rose, dope. Just while you guys are heading here, I'm just going to switch out to the Odiac. I just feel like using it. I've gotten used to utilizing that with the Ode Tempest pact. Where are we? Voltaic. Cool. So we do need more spirit. So, might make that 15, but everything else can be spirit. Nah. I'll chuck a bit of range on it. At least 10. So 10, 20, and 12. There we go. And then, what's the damage output? 68. Okay. That's not too bad. Juniper. I thought I put the, Blessed by Mora on that. That's alright. I'll, do that once I get another one. Awesome. Alright. We're going into, the Drippy Flagon. This game looks good. Gross. What's going on? It is really good. Have you obtained access to Soulframe yourself, or are you looking to obtain access to Soulframe? It is really good though. It's still in pre-alpha, but for a pre-alpha game, it's very well done so far. Still fleshing out bits and pieces. It's not in a state of full release just yet, but being in pre-alpha, it's, yeah, really, really good. Yeah, you got your access? Dope, that's awesome. If you're open to it, my in-game name is the same as the stream as well, so if you ever want to play in-game and you want to hit me up, more than happy to do a squad up and go for a bit of a jaunt.
What's for you will no go by you.
Oh, it's for you, we're no go boy. The Oldians taught me that. Have no idea what that means, Lady D, but anyway. Okay, so glad that we came here, because now I'm a level 5 rank.
Horny fool. Look at me, swooning like a Pictrix.
Is she hitting on me? Wow, okay, Lady D. Alright, so you get the Regent's Veil for free as a reward. Uh-huh. Okay.
There is much to be done.
Hey, no more gloaming, Philip. You've had enough.
So Ode Tempest, you can obtain once you're rank 4 with Silent Rose. Grab it. Honestly, it is so worth picking up. It is the best pact in the game. I'm variably surprised, though, it's not a rank 5 for free, to be honest. Because you spend, what, like 5, 10, like 25,000k to be able to get into, like, max rank with any of the factions at the moment. I would honestly think that that should be a rank 5 reward. The Regent's Veil isn't really that hard to get. But anyway. Yeah. It surprises me that it's got a helm as a reward. But anyway. That's small pickings for the moment anyway. Weapon experience? My words. Weapon experience it is then. Absolutely. I have to wait for 4 days and 7 hours to change. Oh, okay. That's alright. What faction did you say that you were at the moment, Lost? Your stream is on Twitch or on the YouTube? It is a multi-stream. I don't think the, I think there's one particular platform that doesn't like that being mentioned, so I will say that I am multi-viewable. We'll say that. But yeah, I am on multiple different channels. I do have the, Smoothbitz in chat there as well, but I do have, let's see if I can copy it if it wants to. I'll see if I can chop that into the YouTube. There we go. That's the link for all the socials there if you like cross. I've got the Discord and all the other relevant socials. If you're keen to have a peruse, you are more than welcome to. I just maxed the Flame King and already did Alka's Children. Okay, right. Yeah. It won't really matter if you've got overflow of rep with the different factions just yet. Oh yeah, cool. No worries. Welcome to the other side. And I've also got a digital cat, which will talk to you now. I applied him yesterday. His name's Meowster. You can feed him and all that magical thing. It helps him grow. And I think it's like a Pokemon, I'm pretty sure. It's just something else to do in chat if you wish to. There are redeem channel point things that you can use to give him treats and dreams and stuff. And just essentially keep it entertained if you want to. It is not an absolute though. Alright, so what have we got? We've got a 1-star behind us. Where is that 3-star? Ah, okay. We got lag. That's right. Alka's Children's over that way. So why don't we go do the Glade entrance, which is over near Fort Carlisle, for the, hopefully, the Endless Glade. And I could probably run stream for at least another half hour, 35 minutes. And then I'll probably head off for a little bit. It wasn't a planned stream this morning, but I'm starting to figure out a proper schedule for schedule times, which is great. And it seems a lot more active on my end to jump in a little bit earlier in my day. So I'll generally put that schedule up on Twitch if you guys just want to watch it through there. I do update it on the YouTube as well, but eventually I think I'll be able to jump in and update the YouTube and possibly shift over to just YouTubing eventually. It won't be straight up. Krosk, hello. Alright, I got you in game. Cool. So what have we got? We got Grey in, we got Lost Saint. Lost, you needed to do the weapon leveling as well. And then Krosk, did you need... thanks, I think I've got your friend request in game. I do. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so I've just accepted that one there. I think what we'll do, if you guys are cool with it, I might do a rotation of players, if that's cool. So what I might do, I think Lost, you said that you need to do a weapon leveling as well. And then I'm thinking what I might do is we'll run this Glade, and then what I might do is swap one of you guys out for Krosk. Krosk, can you just chuck in chat for me if there's anything that you need to level? The Odiak find. What faction are you part of? Because I found that I'm with the Silent Rose faction, and running the tier 3 Sparrowtails seems to be able to drop Odiak fragments. Okay, you're with Kith of Kings. What rank are you at the moment with them? I would say max them out, grab the Hand of Mora, and after that's all done, I would switch to the Silent Rose faction, the one that we just went to. And I would start doing your Sparrowtails at your tier 3. Okay, so you're at rank 3 at the moment. I mean, if you want to, you can go to Silent Rose. The reason why I'm mentioning it is because I've put a few videos up on the YouTube about it. And it seems like the Odiak seems to drop more frequently from them being part of the Silent Rose than the Kith of Kings. So, if you're really keen to get the Odiak, my recommendation at this point, unless it's changed... Oh, you can't... I can leave? I'm bugged out anyways. Okay, Grey. Yeah. If you're alright to take a break, thank you very much for joining in squad. And then, I might actually add Krosk into the leveling Glade. Hopefully we get it. I'll just wait until you leave squad, Grey, and then, I'll bring in Krosk. But with the Odiak farm, I found being part of the Silent Rose seemed to give me a lot more Odiak fragments than being part of the Kith of Kings or the Alkil's Children. I'm not sure if that's intended or not, but I did find when I was part of the Kith of Kings, I got more fragments of the Gwilyn staff, which seemed odd because it's a courage-based faction, which was weird. What we're doing now, we're just gonna go see if we can hit the Glade and see if we can do an endless enemy run to just level up a few more weapons, because I've got to level up some weapons as well. So and we're quite close to the Glade at the moment. So I'll chuck you an invite, and then once you're in the game, if you can just let me know what your ping level is, Krosk, I'd appreciate that as well. I am in Australia, so it probably may be a little bit janky. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm kind of just doing like a benchmark test of streaming, doing like a multi-stream, but also seeing how like the host migrations are handled in game at the moment. And I'm going to tag DE and Soulframe and stuff with it, just so they can kind of see live feed stuff for it as well. And then since we're all here, we'll just do a little group photo as well if you want. There we go. Ah, let's get the castle in the background. And then if you guys are watching stream, do you just want to face the face the camera? There you go. Cool. I love the fact that we're rocking the armor as well, but we'll get the Fort Carlisle in the back. Yeah, that's dope. Awesome. Yeah, sweet. Dope. Awesome. I'll chuck these into the Discord after stream as well. Awesome. That was dope. Damn, wanted to do the endless one as well, but I couldn't even open chests. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I was hoping to do the endless as a finisher for stream as well. Ah, it's over near this way. We got to go up the left side of the castle here. I think with the longevity of Stream Grey and just like the ping and everything, it's not 100% fleshed out, unfortunately. But I did find yesterday when I was doing a co-stream with Helix, it was a little bit, I guess, delayed. It had like roughly about like a 5-second delay for being able to like even just like pick up open chests. But the it seems to be a lot more stable than what it was. So hopefully with the new update that's coming up in September for Soulframe, we'll hopefully be getting at least the Bromius pact and the quest, and just a few more of the things. I don't know if the moat systems are going to be being shipped. I think it's just the Bromius and the Wazard dude that we get to take on. Ooh, hello. We get a smite. Thank you very much. But yeah, at least if we get Bromius and we get a few hot fixes all between. Wow, that was a Preckley's drop from a level 10 enemy. I'm gonna see if I can clip that. It may be a little bit delayed of doing it, but I hope it clipped that because that's good. So Preckley's drops it. Oh, there we go. BMO is camera. I love Adventure Time. So I have been doing a few different like little redeem things and setups for at least the abilities of what we can do in chat. All right, so I've just got the marker on the Glade, and hopefully we obtain the endless one as well, so we can do a bit of a run around and level some stuff up. And it's also good for obtaining Preckley's, even Odiak as well. So this is, it can be a bit of a timed run. So I think I came in here solo run, I think last month, and I was doing a solo run with the Tetherin pact and the Blitzel bow, just doing leveling stuff. And I finally got the Preckley's dropped in game, and I thought, holy shite. It took quite a while for even just that one fragment to drop, but I think with the latest hotfix, it seems to have fixed quite a few of the oh, we need a few extra treats for you, Mouster. We love you as well, Mouster. It's okay, but if you're hungry, it's too bad. You're a digital cat, you're not gonna go hungry. I think with the latest hotfix, the fragments diversification throughout the game has been upgraded quite well. So with the Odiak fragments dropping, from my testing and from some of the feedback through YouTube, community, people have been saying, hey, I did get into the Silent Rose, and I've been finding a lot more of the Odiac fragments dropping more consistently, sorry. Which is great. So, come on, Mr. Mockery. There we go. They give some really good damage and damage annoyance, but the experience that they drop in a... Oh my god, look at that. You guys are legends. We got the Glade pretty much straight up. That's awesome. Alright, so one of you guys has got the Orangol. That's awesome. I've got the Ode Tempest as well. If you guys have got access to a bow, if you want to level one of those, I'm happy to go and do the... if you guys are quick, jump and run and grab this lantern that's just here. It should give you something if you pick it up before it explodes. Okay, you guys are sorted for weapons. Dope. Awesome. But yeah, you can grab the lantern from the shrimpy dudes, and hopefully it doesn't... Yeah, there we go. Explosion. Alright. Well, since we're in the endless Glade, we can probably sit here for quite a bit. I ran through the Glade 5 times last night and did get an endless. Oh, true. Okay. Lost. I just maxed the Flame King and already did Elkers. Sorry, what game is this? Hey, Bale. This is Soulframe. It's made by the developers at DE and Warframe. It is a sister game of Warframe, but definitely its own style of game. So it's a pre-alpha. It's multifunctional player. It's fantasy. It's a little bit of science. It's a very cool concept. Hello, welcome. Yeah, Soulframe, it's still in a pre-alpha state, meaning that there's still lots of bits and pieces to be figured out and designed. And I like to do quite a lot of live streaming of Soulframe because it helps the devs see live elements of their game in action. And if there's funky little things that they're looking for, bugs, things that aren't working, it's a really good testing realm to be part of. And I've never had the opportunity to be part of a pre-alpha game that's not an open game yet. So I decided to start doing streaming of it once the NDA was lifted. And yeah, just doing a whole bunch of... Oh no, Lost, you're stuck? Where are you stuck? Are you stuck in the Nightfold by any chance? Because that can't happen. Unfortunate. But if you're stuck in the Nightfold, try the unstuck command in chat, in-game, and see if that helps to unstick you. And then with you guys needing to level weapons or packs, if you can, just chuck a message and say like NW, just so I know that you guys are jumping into the Nightfold to switch your equipment up. Because the enemies will start to get harder and harder with the 3 of us being in here, because it multiplies our damage output. So it's going to multiply the damage output for the enemies as well. And what I might do just before we begin, I'm going to switch to the Zelda Pact for healing as well. If you guys just want to run around and do damage, I'll drop the Elder Bloom for healing. I don't really need to level much myself. Pretty much weapons, but I'm not really worried about it for myself at the moment. Now what have we got here? We've got the Orangol happening. I could do Orangol, to be honest, but I'll do the Iselda since one of you guys have got the Orangol already on. So that one I've got there. What have we got? So that's smite damage. I'm not going to do the smite mechanic with Iselda because I've already got the ability to heal with Elder Bloom, so I might as well maintain that. What have we got? So we got 28 on the Virtue. I might just boost the Courage to 10 and 10, and then 25 Spirit. And then Precles, that's at 30 level. And that's at level 30. Oh, Grin. I've got to update you. So I'll take you. And then I'll bring the Gwillin, because I've got to still level that one anyway. So, Spirit, and all that good Spirit. We've got Spirit, how about you? We've got Spirit, we love you. Alright. What is the best pack now? It depends on your playstyle, really. I mean, whatever you favor is good. I would say, like, the most versatile, useful would definitely be the Ode Tempest. And if you've got access to the Odiac gauntlets, the voltaic damage is just stupidly powerful. I could use the Ode Tempest if you want, but I think just for the purposes of running the Glade, it's best to have a healer on hand, because you can get roughly overwhelmed pretty quickly, and healing is definitely useful for this as well. Lost, did you want me to re-invite you back into the squad as well? If they want to be safe for a moment, there is an Ode Money you can destroy and stand on a corner. Oh, great, you're absolutely right. That was something that I was talking about with a few streamers yesterday. The Fakest Gamer, he's awesome. We did a co-stream the other day, and we ended up having a Discord chat with one of his best mates, and he's really intelligent. Very cool guy. And yeah, he was saying, there we go, we got you in squad. What Gray just mentioned, if you guys need a breather, where's the Ode Mona? It's just over here. If you do need a break from the enemies here, this is the Ode Mona that you can jump up on. And we could basically stand here if you want with a bow, and just stand up on top and just let all the dudes just collect here. So yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have to do the Aselda now. I could probably even do the Siren if you guys want. Actually, I'm going to do that. The Siren's really good. You always stand out there when you're alone. That's very wise. Yeah, man. We did a co-stream a couple of days ago. Necrosis, he came to save the rescue with sound issues I was having on my end, I think through Twitch. I couldn't figure it out, and then he said, oh, just try this, this, and this. And it was literally like one little thing, and yeah, it fixed everything, and I was like, holy mackerel. I was very thankful for the support that he gave in that. Now what have we got? Siren. Why have I got the duration up? Hang on. It could just be the virtues not updating correctly. If you stand on the ear of it, then they run up to you but can't reach you. Ah, okay, got you. Yep. Alright, I'll give that a whirl. So Siren. So, you are still a grace-based bow. That is okay. So Siren, I'm going to do the decoy damage output. I think. So 15. I might drop this down a bit. And at least do 20 courage. Yeah, I'll keep my spirit low. And then I'm going to maximize the damage output for the decoy. And then just keep grace as it is, I think. Alright, I'm going to give that a whirl. Cool. So what spirit means and grace? Spirit essentially is your duration of your abilities, of how long they last. So if I use a higher spirit duration for my decoy, it will last a lot longer. If I keep it roughly pretty low, it'll just absorb or like bring enemies together and then it'll explode. But if you drop your courage, sorry, if you drop your Spirit down to the lowest it can be, it won't last as long. And when enemies come near your decoy, if you're using the Tetherin pact, it should explode with a lot more damage output. And I do believe if someone had the Ode Tempest pact as an example, and they used the Astrosphere, the second ability, and then I used the decoy, it would explode and just make everything within that AoE area just die. It's amazing. Thank you, Gray. Yeah, Spirit is the ability duration, Grace is ability range, and Courage is ability damage. Let's have a look. Have we got you guys? Hang on. Sorry, Lost. I just sent you the invite for the Glade. It's probably just being a bit janky with the three of us being in game. In game. My words, I swear. I'm not really using them well today. So I think what Gray was saying, you can sit on this little ear thing here, and the enemies won't be able to get you, which is great. Because I'm assuming they can like run up here and be like, ah ha ha, I'm gonna get you. I'll see if I can just invite you a few times and then see if it comes through. But it's good to be able to test all of this sort of stuff in game at the moment. There we go. Especially if it's live. It'd be really cool if like one of the DE people were like just lurking in chat and be like, yo, what's up? I'm gonna take some notes. I'd be like, dope, do it. Alright, cool. If you stand up top, they won't come to you. Oh, okay, gotcha. Alrighty. Well, now that we're all here, Krosk, if you want to activate that statue, and we can start the run, because it's welcome into Soulframe, in the first playthrough in the Smoothbitz series. Learnt a lot. Yeah, Gray's amazing. Very knowledgeable. And I think, Gray, you're also a Warframe player as well, hey? Awesome. Alright, so if you guys want to run over to this Mona, we can do it that way if you want. And it kind of helps to bring all the enemies to one area for loot as well. Hell yeah, that's what it's about, man. Knowledge is power, and I'm a big advocate for sharing and caring, that's for sure. Do be aware though, guys, too, in-game, the baggies may not show up from enemies. More so because you guys aren't like the host, and I am, so they'll show up for me. So let me know if there's any little bags that you guys are not seeing. Just let me know, and I'll see if there's a bag. So like there's a bag here. I'm not sure if you guys can see if it's on the ground or not. But the more levels that we're going to get, the more loot we're going to get too, which is pretty cool. And the passive XP experience gains will be pretty good too. You didn't play much Warframe? That's fair. I started Warframe like a decade ago. But as soon as I saw Soulframe, I grew up in games like, oh god, multi-platforms. Like, I started off with like Final Fantasy VII on PS1. I moved to like Baldur's Gate when I was a really young teen. And then through like Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Arm, I played Oblivion, Skyrim, god, N64 games, Sega Saturn. I'm probably showing my age slightly. But yeah, I've seen a huge rotation of like Xbox coming through, and it's pretty dope. Like, gaming has been a really big part of my journey personally. And yeah, I think there's a lot of pluses to it too. I mean, we are definitely built into a realm of world now where it's like, hey, let's stick people to screens 24/7. I've definitely learned over the years, it's great to be in game and to experience an environment where you get to just escape a little bit, but also it's nice to be able to realize that sometimes it's good to give yourself a healthy break as well. And I was having a conversation with someone the other day about it, and they said, oh, you were right, I've kind of burnt myself out on a particular game. And I said, man, like, that's totally fine. Like, you know, if you're enjoying what you're doing, but if you're not enjoying it anymore, it probably means that your brain needs a bit of a break. And I think that's really important, to be mindful of your overall mind health and just your experience and enjoyment too. I think sometimes it's good to step away and do something different. Our brains definitely like that. Anyway, there's my health and wellness plug. I think there is a few different timer things that I want to be putting in chat. Just like healthy, happy reminders, because I do care about people's health, myself inclusive. And I think it's good to take a little screen break and whatever. So the reason why I've sent... Oh, you're late? Hey, Heinrich. Whoa. How are you? I'm just having a little bit of a powwow about health and wellness and stuff, which I'm sure that we're all aware of. But if there's something that I can, I guess, give informationally, even something simple like, hey, let's all have a hangout, screen-free break, I don't know, me talking about something. It doesn't always have to be gamer-based. It could be basically anything within reasonable bounds, I guess. And, you know, if you guys have got recommendations on things that we could do, not even based on gaming, it could be like, hey, can we go through some patch notes or something? You know, just have a conversation about stuff. I'm more than open to doing those sorts of things too. Because it just kind of, yeah, shifts everything to a different kind of energy for a little bit. Oh, Owen girl, what you doing? Eating people and then silently flying away. Gotcha. I love it when Owen girl shows up. That animation, though, I found was a little bit janked. So maybe I can do a little clip as well. I'm out of healing potions, so no health for me. Oh no. If you let yourself get below like 50%... Sorry. If you let yourself get below 50% health, the next enemy that dies and gives you a bag, it should give you a few elixirs though. So it should give you about maybe 2 or 3. But that was something that was added in, I believe, last month through a hotfix in the P10 hotfix and patch notes. You do get elixir drops from the baggies as well, which is great. Have you got access to the Zelda pact by any chance as well, though, Heinrich? If not, it's a really good one. Children of Alka. And luckily it's only 100 points at the moment. So that is something that I do recommend with anyone who's joining Soulframe or is playing through their first faction. Look for the playing things like your Shimmering Shard. They're useful to grab, so I think I grabbed maybe a few extra ones. But the journey pathway that I took through the factions was Children of Alka. I maxed out to, I believe it was level... No, I maxed it out just so to make sure that I had the Ode Tempest pact. I automatically had the Zelda, and I think it was the Shimmering Shards that I got 2 of them of, because eventually we do get the totems to be able to shift to a new faction and build those. So while I was leveling from rank 3 with Alka's Children to the, like say shifting over to the Kith of Kings, I was so stoked when I shifted to them. Only because, I think, because it had the... Maybe I'm wrong on the rewards of the Alka's Children, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, it was the Igne Mora and the Hand of Mora that I was uber stoked about getting. And once I'd ranked up to rank 5 with the Kith of Kings, I ended up shifting to the Silent Rose faction, and that was just to get the Rook Fragment pieces, which is now open to the world, which is really good. So you can just run your tier 3 faction or Sparrowtails, and you've got opportunity to get the Rook Fragments, which is a halberd style weapon, the one that Lady Diora uses against you in the Garen Rude or Corrupted Stag quest. But yeah, leveling up the ranks with your factions is really beneficial for multiple reasons. And one of the biggest rewards at rank 4 is your Ode Tempest pact. It's so worth picking up. It's just undeniably the best. And it's a lot of fun. Oh, you're playing Skyrim right now. Hell yeah. So good. Grey, can't claim my Rook. Oh, why not? Oh, is that because of the weapon slot? I mean, if you wanted to, I know you're kind of a completionist like I am. You've got to have all the, like, every little bits and pieces that you can come across. I don't want to get rid of any weapons. So I spent the 25 premium currency just for a weapon slot. And just left it at that. I think I needed one extra slot just for the Precles back when I got the fragment. So while I was building it with 2 Volcanae, I ended up just using the 25 capacity or premium currency just to get one more extra weapon slot. But I have a feeling what's going to happen in future with the new update, we might get some premium currency again. And I know that you don't want to spend your currency, but I would honestly say if you want to maintain a full inventory of rotation of weapons and packs, etc., it is kind of a good thing to use your premium currency. Even just for one thing, it does give DE opportunity to test how the premium currency transactions are working in the game. And but also, it's a testing realm, so it's not a bad idea to utilize at least some of the premium currency. Here I am making like economy-based statements for Soulframe. Use your currency. That's what it's for. But I mean, I used all of mine. I used my initial currency to rush some of the packs that I really wanted, like Hand of Mora and the Ode Tempest as well. But look, it's your game, your choice. The way that you play it, that's your thing. If I can just add, you know, helpful information around how the game mechanics work, that's pretty much like why I like doing what I do with the stream stuff. But yeah, kind of unfair that new players get 150 currency. To be honest, Gray, I would not be surprised if DE does a retroactive account balancing in the next update, to be honest, on that. Because, yeah, if new players get the 150, it's still a testing thing. So I wouldn't necessarily take that as being like, hey, we're going to forget about you. No, I don't think that's going to happen. They're just probably going to require some more data around, like, new player coming into the game, seeing how the servers are working, balancing all those like technical kind of things that they need, and they'll probably look at retroactively potentially giving people, you know, like an extra 50 premium currency. Like, go ham, you know, buy some new shit. Hopefully the shop, like the Avocat's Gots shop, gets a bit of a an upgrade, but the same with like the factions as well, you know. I mean, Avocat's got like the I think it's like 15 Drax for 15 premium currency. Not a worthwhile transaction on our end at all. But I think it's just adding what they need to with, I guess, like their schedule, or planned schedule of how and what they're going to be shipping out per hotfix and per patch update. And they have basically said, hey, we're going to really try not to do account wiping as well, which is a really good thing. But if that's a possibility that they have to, then they would retroactively replace, like say, like currency or items or progression at some point. It just depends on, I guess, like the background scheduling of how Soulframe is growing within the Prelude series at the moment. Also, no clue who would ever buy the Drax. Yeah. I guess if you don't know, it's kind of a cheeky way of being like, hey, I want to test how the premium currency transactions work in the game. Hey, here's some Drax to buy if you need some extra, like, in-game currency that's basically found everywhere. If you're really impatient, use some of your premium currency to buy Drax. It does look like cheese, though. Like the little icon. Yeah, I wouldn't advise it. But, I mean, you know, I think Soulframe's a really good test realm at the moment, too, because they get to test new concept stuff on the Soulframe, like, engine, basically. And then, because they make Soulframe as well, Warframe, they've got a lot of capacity to be able to share resources. And look, I've had different conversations with people on the standpoint of that, you know. It's like if they're a really avid Warframe player, they've said, oh, you know, it's a bit, you know, hard when we've had, you know, the basic issues of X, Y, and Z for like a decade. It doesn't mean that they're not looking at it. It just may not fit into the particular timeline of their schedule of moving forward, because I think a lot of people forget sometimes that it may be a game to us, but it's a business to them, and they need to be making some pretty tough decisions, I would say, especially based on feedback as well, which I think they're phenomenal at. I know I sound like I'm a big fangirl, which I am. I don't necessarily agree with everything, though, but I do look at a business standpoint as well as a gamer, but then as also a streamer as well. There's definitely things that I've had a bit of a whine and moan about, like the Hand of Mora, you know. I could bang on about that for days, but that doesn't necessarily constitute that it's going to happen straight away. I've got to be realistic in the terms of, okay, they've got their timeline of their business structure, of the events that they run, etc., etc. I'm sure that you guys get what I'm saying. So, I think with the timelines, hello. Oh, we've got another little ad going, have we, Meowster? Okay. I have to admit, I'm actually kind of glad I added the cat pet thing, because it does help me stay on track with the advertising stuff, and it's not something that I love that's entered into the gaming or streaming platforms, but it's a thing, and it's revenue for the platforms, etc. So they've got to make some decisions as well, I think. Things are changing, but I think that's the way that things are. Bitsies, snorsies, softlies. Okay, Meowster. It sounded like you had a bit of a lag moment there yourself, but that's a-okay. Alright. Enough about my soapbox stuff. How are you guys in-game traveling with your levels at the moment? I think that we've done pretty good, but just chuck your, just in either in-game chat or in stream chat, just to let me know what levels you guys are at. I think my Juniper bow is at roughly level 27. I just don't get why they can't just play ads on the side. Why does that have to interrupt the stream? I agree. I think it's probably like the terms of use conditions and stuff of what the platform streaming service that's being provided. It's getting advertising in front of people who've got money. And that's essentially what the marketing advertising industries really enjoy. I mean, we're already overstimulated, I think, with a lot of things, to be honest. So it's just another thing to add to, I think, the overstimulation of the brain. Oh no! Lost, you're getting the silent kiss of doom. Or Krusk, sorry. My spicy meatloaf brain trying to catch up on in-game names. That was something I was thinking about earlier though. If you guys are open to it as well, and it's not too much of a hassle, if it's possible for you guys to shift your name in chat to your in-game name, that would definitely help a lot. If you're open to doing it, I would very, very much appreciate if you do. If you do want to jump in game with me, it just helps for finding where you're at in game. If you're not super attached to the name, but if you are, I understand. It's not a have to, but if you're open to it, having your in-game name for like either Warframe or Soulframe, that definitely helps me add you. But if it's easier to just maintain it and just add me in game, which I actually find a lot easier anyway, I'll always pretty much say that is, you know, that's why I've got the IGN SmoothOpurrator up there. So if you guys feel like adding me for Warframe or Soulframe or both, please do. And yeah, more than happy to run through in game. If you see me in game, I may or may not be streaming. So if my stream's up, I'm online. If I'm not streaming, I'm not streaming. And also, just to add one little thing on that, I do live guide things for Soulframe. I usually call it an Envoy's journey. So I will be doing a live stream of that, I believe, Monday this week. If I don't respond in chat, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I'm focusing on the live guide that I'm doing. So if you want to come in and watch that as well, I'll probably set up that schedule for Monday, probably my morning, a little bit earlier. And I'm going to be doing the third part series of the Envoy's journey. I've just got to write up and follow up where I left off. And yeah, if you guys want to join in on that and just hang out and watch, hopefully learn something along the way, more than happy to have you guys in chat as well. I will probably turn off the cat meowster for that one, because it'd be a little bit annoying if I'm doing a an Envoy's journey guide and the meow meow cats being like, yum 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 yum. Could be a little bit awkward. Awesome. It's kind of close in both, so tell me if you can't tell difference. In both. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. If the names are close enough, that's cool. But if it's completely different, that's okay too. I think I'll just stick with, if you guys want to add me in game, just add me in game. My name's easy to find. It's probably better to do it that way anyway. Yeah, I do the same name everywhere. It's probably more for branding. And people have, I guess, come to know the name a little bit, so this is kind of cool. That's not a, it's not like a, hey, I'm really well known. That's not what I mean. It's more just like, it seems to be a name that just has stuck. So I'm keen to keep it that way. I do enjoy the name because I am a Soulframer and Warframer. It just makes sense. And yeah, I really like the, oh, we got the Solace. I do like the song SmoothOpurrator as well. So some mornings I'll wake up and think, what kind of song can I listen to put a smile on my face? SmoothOpurrator. And it's kind of cool. Like if I go to a cafe and they play it, it's like, holy crap, they're playing my theme song. That's pretty dope. But also with streaming this particular title, I don't utilize external musics that much. I don't think it rolls well if you use music while in this particular game, so I mostly try to keep it to just like the music's auditory channel, so their music and all that sort of stuff. And it's nice to represent the game as cleanly as possible, in my opinion. Come on, little baggy. Be mine. There we go. Alright. We got level 27s, that's good. I think the last time I did this Glade, I had, I think almost level 50 mockeries before a Precles dropped for me. I'm not too sure what level is my weapon at. Alright, that looks like it's 25, but I've got the grin on, do I not? So there's the bow. Oh, I didn't swap to the grin. What I might do, guys, if you guys continue just grabbing a few enemies through, I'm just going to switch out to the Nightfold and just grab Grin, just so I can level that a little bit. Oh no, as long as you go away. Oh, we'll see that smite in action. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to do that. That's alright. Alright, I'm just going to hit the Nightfold, and Juniper just hit the level 26 mark. So I'm almost at 30. Kind of funny how your name evolves. Croskin, Croskin. I love that, actually. I noticed that before too. Let's have a look. So Juniper's at 26. I don't need to necessarily level Grin out all the way myself. Vidigris is a 2-star dagger. That's actually got really good smite as well. That's 30. Okay. Alright. Well, there's Siren. Cool. Yeah, I like the fact that your name evolves too. Can I say, like, Krosk? What's the, I guess the name that you prefer? Actually, I'm just gonna dive in with the Grin, because Grin is extremely savage. And who doesn't mind a little bit of close combat? There we go. And then you guys, I'm assuming our levels are going pretty well. I'm just having a look at stream time. Jesus, 2 hours 43. I probably will end stream in about 15 minutes at the 3-hour mark. I probably should go eat something. And I'm assuming on time differences, I'm assuming some of you are over your bedtime. Which is totally fine, because if you're having fun here, that's good. But yeah, I'll probably need to take a little bit of a break soon anyway, and probably just grab some green space and go for a little walk and stuff. And then I'll probably do a shorter stream this afternoon, I'd say. When they get to around level 50, it's taking forever to kill them. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when they get to like level 40, 50, they do. I'm surprised with the solo Glade run that I did. Man, they definitely group up on you, that's for sure. It's 5 AM there, wow. Do you generally stay up like pretty early hours? Or... Alright, cat. You can snore snuffly. See, even like the cat's like, I'm gonna go to sleep now. Alright, the decoy does activate against the mockeries now, which is nice. Oh no, I've got the giant Eleanor tongue mimic mockery dude trying to kiss me. Get out of here. Alright. Level 27. How are you guys traveling for your levels there as well, guys? What, over my bedtime? Me? Never. Oh, trust me. I have to admit, I did do that. I think it was earlier this week. I think it was on like a Tuesday evening. I stayed up till like midnight. It was crazy. I'm not too sure why. It was definitely a, it's difficult to sleep. Oh, nice. You brought Garen Rude. Love it. Yeah, it was a bit of a, you're on your 4th day. I had a friend did a 3-day wake gaming. Whoa, that's crazy. I can understand like 24-hour streaming and stuff if it's like for a special event, but there's a, I think there's a 365 24-hour stream on Twitch, and they've got like quite a few people who take different time slots. So I don't think like their channel has ever actually switched off. Like they're always finding someone in a different time zone to take the slot, which I think is a pretty cool idea. And yeah, they've been doing it for years. I think it's called Streamer House or something. I think it might be the same game as well, so they definitely keep it connected to the same category and whatever as well. So it seems like a really cool thing to do, but I do like the fact that each streamer that comes on, I think they take like a particular time slot, and I think they do like 6 to 8 hours or something, and then once they're finished up, they essentially just shift it over to like the next streamer. So it's a consistency thing. So I think it's a really, really smart thing to do. Where for myself, I find it hard to, I guess, link up to a time slot. Ooh, Blitzel. To be able to share you guys over to the next streamer for a Soulframe stream. So at least it just keeps it consistent. Because I have done, I think it was a really short Warframe stream, but then I can't remember if it was me or someone raided me from a different game, and I thought, oh, okay, like that's cool, like I appreciated the raid, but it was 2 different games though. So I think it may have been a little bit of a, hey, like, you know, I'm switching from one game to a different one. So I think keeping the same game at least is efficient in, you know, doing a raiding channel. I always stay up until 6 AM. That's fair. I mean, everyone's got their own, I guess, circadian rhythm that they follow. I definitely have a much earlier bedtime, generally. And then I'll wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I've definitely had feedback from a lot of my friends. Oh no, we lost one. I've definitely had feedback from mates where they're like, Jesus Christ, how do you like wake up at 5 o'clock? I'm like, I love it. Like, it just works for me, and I get so much done. I do a bit of like stream work and stuff before I jump in stream. It's not every day, but I do find myself just doing 3 or 4 little things that I thought, you know what, if I can just do that now, it gets out of the way. I can test it, have a play with it. I can put some stuff up on YouTube Shorts on the Smoothbitz, and yeah, just I find it's a good rotation for me. So getting up really early in the morning, that works for me. It may not work for everyone else. We are all unique and different in our own ways, which is great. It's what makes the world a more interesting place, I think. 4th day though, that's crazy. 3 days awake. I mean, our bodies and mind can do that, but I mean, I like my sleep, to be honest. It definitely helps. Hey guys, come back here. They're all chasing you. That's hilarious. Oh no, my decoy didn't spawn. That's right. Alright, so these guys are level 35, so they're going to get a little bit more difficult now. Get out of here. Let me go. Creep. Give me your soul. I'd probably say for sustainability, if you guys want, I can bring the Orangor, so it boosts the damage output for you guys. So you can do a different pact leveling. I mean, I could also bring the Iselda just in case, if there are more melee weapons, which it looks like you guys are handling. So, what I might do, I'll just sneak into the Nightfold, and I'll switch over to the Iselda for you. Oh, Zelda. Alright, so we got the Grin, we've got Gwillin, and we've got 15. Those don't look like the right stats, so exit and reconstitute. That's better. 10, 25, and 24. Alright, I'll bring the Avo on a stick. That's what I'm dubbing the Gwillin stuff. With the Vegas Gamer, when we were in the co-stream together, he said, "Oh, dude, it looks like an Avo on a stick." I'm like, dude, that literally is what it looks like. It was awesome. And I really do think the name of it really suits it. It really does look like an avocado on a stick. That's hilarious. Okay. It's nice to get at least a little bit of a reprieve, especially with the higher level mockeries coming in. But the good thing is they really don't like arcanic damage, which is nice. But it does look like, okay, let's auto-aim another enemy that is not in front of me. So the AoE on the Bestone is a lot bigger than it used to, which is nice to see. Avocot is an avocado too. Indeed he is. He's an extortionate little thing too, trying to get your premium currency for Drax. There is one thing I will note with the Hola, hola. A dog. Ah. Has the cat upgraded to a dog now? There we go. You can heal them while they are grabbed, by the way. Ah, okay, good to know. I should probably heal them because I've chosen to be a healer. Maybe I really should stop offering to be a healer, though. I am not the best in support, obviously. I mean, it's kind of a moment, I think, sometimes when I offer to be a healer in Warframe with, like, Trinity as an example. I was doing a tri-cup the other day just to kind of see what the changes were. Because the whole start journey of the game is being shifted, and they added a few different things as well with like boar, and I was doing Trinity stuff, but the build that I put together is basically a damage build. I mean, there's quite a few different setups you can make with her, but essentially it's like, you know, Champion's Blessing, do your thing and heal. And I like the fact that you can move while you're throwing the Champion Blessing around. But the reason why I bring that up is just with the Iselda healing in this game. It's the strongest healing in the game, I swear to God. Very, very effective, and the amount of time that it takes the healing abilities to take effect is really nice. I wish it would apply a little bit more, or passively. I wish the water in this corrupted area automatically would let you regen your second healing ability, like really quickly with the Elder Bloom. But I mean, it'd kind of also cheese it a bit though, wouldn't it? But it's still pretty strong. Give me your soul. It's a very Mortal Kombat, being able to obtain souls the way that we do. Very, is it Liu Kang? No, he's the guy that does the fireballs. I'm thinking of Shang Tsung. Alright, so we got level 39 enemies. This will be good. I just wish its range was a bit bigger. Do you mean like the Phantom Tail? Sorry, the Phantom Flock ability for Oselda, or the Bestone? Because I think the Bestone's AoE has been expanded. I haven't really been putting direct hits on enemies though, but I'm pretty confident it has been updated a bit. I'm just not very good with aiming, clearly. Yeah, the healing ability, I agree on that. I think it was just a little bit bigger. It is still pretty big. I mean, you can even stand outside of the AoE, like just roughly there, and it still heals you. There is a lot of like smoke mechanic stuff though. So I'm actually quite surprised, even with like the benchmarking tests that I've been doing, my whole system is actually in a pretty healthy state, which is great. But I mean, everyone's got different systems though. And from the GPU that I upgraded from, it was a RTX Super 2070, I think, Ti, which is still pretty good, but it could run Elden Ring pretty well, even this game. But I did note just before I started Soulframe, the GPU was struggling a little bit. But I mean, you've got to get your certification stuff sorted out for the different like GPUs for games, etc. So basically it's kind of like, hey, we want to like run our game on all of these different systems, apply for this and da-da-da-da. And yeah, essentially with the engines that the games are choosing to run, it's, I guess, just, you know, talking to all like the big major GPU and platform people and just saying, hey, we want to run our game through here, you know, we've got to sort out contracts and all the boring stuff. But essentially, yeah, it's, you know, how much support can give you to the game that we're wanting to run. And depending on, like, what kind of hardware you're using. And software, etc. and that, so. Lots of boring stuff. But in a nutshell. But I agree with the Elder Bloom ability. I think, yeah, its AoE could probably do just with a little bit more range, maybe even like a foot, like half a meter, I think would be good. Or maybe even make it like a pollen in the air, so it's not stationary, it actually moves. Or like you cast it and then you get covered in the pollen and then it kind of tracks with you. I think that'd be cool. And then, you know, it'll track with you for maybe like 5 seconds or something. And then if you go closer to the Elder Bloom again, it reignites your regeneration over time. I think that'd be dope. I've almost got another Elder Bloom up to Krosk, so I'll drop one in a sec. Get out of here with that kiss of death. Oh, you guys are lucky today. I'm hitting the 2 hours and 59-minute mark, but I'll run for about maybe another 5 minutes, and then I'm happy to see if I can find another Soulframe streamer. If you guys are keen for that, or if you want to chuck a one in chat for me and just say, yes, we want to continue on with the Soulframe streaming with another streamer, or two, if you just want me to chill and end the stream for today. I do have a stream on this afternoon, but as I say, it'll probably be a shorter one if you guys are around. I generally aim for around the 2-hour mark. But yeah, I think 3 hour, I think, is a pretty good time frame to end up wrapping up in game, I think. Just for now, because it is definitely... Oh, it's 12:22. Make a wish. Apparently it means something. But yeah, just for screen and health safety, I'm very mindful of overdoing it with the streaming as well. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I'm very thankful that you guys popped in, and great to chat with you guys and play a bit of Soulframe too. It's been awesome. So if you guys have learned something, great. If you haven't, that's okay. If you've enjoyed the time, that's essentially what it's about too. So what we can do probably is run back to the entrance to wrap up, I'd say. Just be easier if I can find the exit here. Oh, there we go. I'll just keep an eye on your guys' health if you need them. Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure to jump in and do a bit of Warframe and Soulframe with you, Grey. Always a pleasure. Anytime. I think what I'll do... oh, these guys are level 44. Alright, let's smash these out. And then I'll probably head up to the Nightfold. But if you guys leave first to the Nightfold, go talk with Tubalcane to save all your stuff that you've gotten. And then leave squad. Because if I leave, then you guys lose all your shit. And I don't want you losing all your stuff. And then if you can just confirm just in game chat and just say, hey, all good. And then leave squad for me, just so I know it's safe for me to just wind everything down. I love the Garen Root Pact. It's one of my faves. Especially the first ability, it's like a one-hit. It's awesome. Alright, we'll take these guys down, and then we'll probably head off to the Nightfold. But yeah, for everyone in chat, in both chats, I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. It's been a lot of fun hanging out with all of you guys. And as I say, I'll be doing the shorter stream this afternoon as well. And then probably be off for the evening. Maybe in-game, just to be able to just do extra bits and pieces. But then if you're keen to join the Monday guide journey of an Envoy, I'll be doing a live, probably about a half hour, part 3 for the guide series that I'm putting together. And then yeah, if you guys want to join in or just creep, that's completely fine. I love people just hanging out and just doing their thing. So but yeah, I'll wait till you guys have done your Nightfold Tubalcane thing, and then even just like a thumbs up, that'll work very much. My absolute pleasure. You're very welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure hanging out and doing the Soulframe thing. Indeed, sir. Indeed. I bow to thee. I love how the cape doesn't bend over the Envoy. That's funny. Oh, look. All the mockeries are trying to escape. I'm going to move to the Nightfold. Creeps. Cool. That was a really good run. Thank you very much, guys. And thank you all in chat as well. It's been awesome. Leave entrance? Oh, okay. I will do that then. So rather than going through Nightfold, definitely go through the entrance, and that will save everyone's stuff. I assume, crossed? Good to know. And then we do the Nightfold. Alright. That's good to know. Sweet. That was a really good run. I appreciate the run, guys. That was dope. Alrighty. And, I'll chuck all the, screenshots up in the Discord too. Where are we? There's that one there, if you feel like joining. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. Good night, good morning, and good evening for everyone in stream, chat. And, it's been an awesome run. So thank you very much. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And, Lost, I'll just wait until... Are you guys out of squad now? I think you are. Let's have a look. Yeah. I think Lost... I think I've still got you in-game squad. Nope. You're all good now. Alrighty. I'll go talk to the Depresso lady. Poor lady. She really needs a hug. Alright. I've got to do more joineries, but it turned into a solder hit, so that was really cool. Well, I think my my virtual cat evolved into a dog, from what I can understand. Maybe? Anyway, I'll sort that out later. But thank you very much, everyone. It's been a awesome stream. So I think get some rest, take care of yourselves, and for now, I will say ciao. Ciao.